The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 333, being recorded on December the 6th, 2020. I'm one of the hosts, Jesus, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief, and the Marrow is back. Welcome back, Gunny, welcome!
Hey, what's up, Jesus? How the hell are you?
Howdy, partner.
Welcome back. How was your holiday?
It's been good.
Turkey Day.
What do you mean holiday? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been that
Turkey
long,
Day.
huh?
Turkey Day.
Holy shit, it's been a long time. Man. Man.
It's been a couple weeks. We're back.
Sorry, people. Sorry, eh? Sorry, that's right, I would say. Sorry. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, unfortunately, some emergency family things occurred with you, Gunny, and then my work, and then Mayo was doing other podcasts. He actually joined the DOG podcast as a guest last week, so you can listen to him over there. And he completely doesn't know anything about consoles. Like Mayo, it's kind of ridiculous. I was listening to them talk, Gunny, right? I was listening to these guys talk over there on that DOG gaming podcast, and they have no idea what's going on in the console world. They were talking about Uplay Plus being on the consoles or something.
Oh, yes.
No way, dude. Uplay Plus is not nowhere near the consoles.
I thought he said that, or he wasn't sure if Uplay was on there. But or if it was, EA Play or the Ubisoft, whatever they're calling it.
Ubisoft Plus or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was kind of funny, but other than that, though, other than that, it was a fun podcast to listen to. I enjoyed listening to those guys over there talk about PC shit. So if you like PC gaming, go ahead and listen to them. Anyways, Digital Logic Gaming Podcast. It's a very long name, but okay. Anyways, Gunny, Mayo is not here this week. He's actually, I don't know, doing something. What does Mayo do on his time
I think
off?
he's sleeping right now. He's got to work in a couple hours.
Does that guy sleep? I don't think he ever sleeps. I thought
he said he was going to try to sleep.
I think he's making moonshine with all the corn he has.
Isn't there something going on over there? And I don't know. I was watching this caravan of people rolling into San Francisco near me.
Oh.
And there was a protest for the farmers in Indiana. Isn't that near Ohio? Probably is.
Indianapolis.
Maybe he's there. Maybe he's part of the caravan.
Let's look at a map of the people were looking up a map of the USA right now.
I was going by. I could be completely wrong right now, but I thought it was. I know. I was thinking Indiana. It starts with an I, so it's got to be near Ohio.
I'm fact checking Gunny right now. So yes, Indiana is right next to Ohio. You're right.
Crap! Yes, I was right.
It's between Ohio and Illinois, and it's right underneath Michigan as well.
Maybe he brought his farm equipment over to San Francisco. He was part of the protest.
Maybe he's over there protesting, just running shit over with this tractor. Fucking Mayo. Mayo's like the furthest thing from a fucking farmer. He's a fucking nerd.
He's a city dweller.
Yeah, who lives in a fucking fucking 5-star condo fucking place. You know, he's.
You know what I want to do? I want to have Mayo.
Farmer.
I want to have him just drive. I think he calls it the North, right? So Mayo, I want you to get in your whatever Tesla and drive up north. When you go knock on the farmer's door. Make sure you introduce yourself. You don't want to get shot with one of them shotguns, and just start explaining what an RTX 3080 does. Just fuck it, just do it right now. I want to see his reaction. Get off my land!
They fucking shoot him probably. Anyways, people, you can follow us on Twitter _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes, thumbs up on Stitcher, and all that good stuff. As I said last week and this week, or the last show and this show, is I read all the reviews that get posted, usually, if I understand them. I mean, I try to translate them and read them, Gunny. I read them. People hate me a lot. People like you, Gunny. People like Gunny. People don't like me. I think they're racist.
Could have been me.
Anyways.
It's
It's what, Gunny? It's what?
I was going to say, it's 2020. You got to be nice nowadays.
Oh.
That's just how it is.
Oh. All right. Fuck him. Fuck him, Gunny. Anyways, you can follow us on Facebook at Horrible Gamers Podcast Community as well. That is a closed group. Anything that gets posted in the group stays in the group. And ladies and gentlemen, you can also support the show. We're at Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Gamers. Like our friends and family of HGP, our friends Michael Sick or Sitch. I don't know. It's one of those two. Jason Sams, Robert Noble, Sean Pachurack, Chad, Brandon Willier, Vader Holic, Commander Lorian, Henley M, Jesse Kraft, Pork Chop Poo, The Mayo, Robbie Wheat, Adam Sunday. I think he's eating a sundae in that. Is he eating a sundae in that picture? Looks like he's eating a sundae.
Every time you say that, I think of Dairy Queen.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
John Jerome, Evan Tanaka, Jonathan Big D Hall, and Bill Garner the second. Dun dun dun.
You guys rock.
You guys are awesome. Yeah. Anyways, man, I need a fucking haircut. Look at my hair, dude.
Aren't they? Didn't they close all the hair salons and barber shops and
everything's closed over here? Like it's like pandemic 2.0 over here now. Like everything's fucking closed. Everyone's dying and shit. Hospitals are overflowing supposedly. I don't know. I don't know, Gunny. What's going on? I don't fucking know.
I don't. I really, really do not follow too much of the news. But it was funny that we were talking about, me and the wife, around the counties around where I live, and I was like, "Well, what about Sonoma County?" And then I realized that everything was already closed anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? They were like, "Well, we've already kind of been there."
Yeah, it's kind of it's been a really, like, shitty year. Like, you remember, Gunny, when I brought this pandemic shit up, when was it? Like, January, maybe February, when it was first being, like, reported from China?
And I didn't know I had no idea what you were even talking. I only knew that I had heard something about it. And
the only reason I knew about it was because of Reddit, dude. Reddit was, like, the people on Reddit, man, and let me tell you, if the zombie outbreak ever happens, the motherfuckers are going to be posting the true shit going on out there, like the government's going to tell you, oh, stay calm, stay indoors, oh, we got it under control. No, bullshit. The motherfuckers that are going to post the real shit going on is the fucking Reddit people, man.
That's when I downloaded Reddit. I literally download, like I have it now on my phone, my iPad.
Yeah, man. Reddit is like crazy how fast they were like posting about this fucking pandemic shit, or like it wasn't even a pandemic back then, but there was talk about this crazy virus in China, and like I went to Reddit and like they had all these fucking links and videos and news and like fucking people posting videos of walking around Wuhan and shit, like look at all these government officials fucking shutting down the stores and shit and locking people up, and I was like, holy fuck. And I was like, that's just coming to the U.S. And no one fucking believed me, Gunny. Everyone's like, oh, you're full of shit.
No, even I didn't believe you. Even I was like, this is fake. Like
everyone thought.
I thought, okay, if all these planes are flying here from, all over, from China to U.S. and to different countries, I thought, wouldn't there be some kind of pandemic? Well, it did take a little bit of time, didn't it?
Sure enough, but it happened, man. Yeah. And like no one fucking, like I was like, holy fuck, and I kept telling my coworkers at my other job, my old job, I kept telling them like, yo guys, this is gonna get here and it's gonna get big, and they're like, oh, you're full of shit. We're America, we're number one. It'll never be spread around here like that. I'm like, okay, dude, okay. And it fucking happened, Gunny. It happened.
It did happen. It came true.
Yeah, it sucks though. Like, it's been a fucking shitty year, and I really hope that this whole thing ends soon. It's not going to. Newsflash.
We got a vaccine. There's hope.
There's hope, Gunny, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. I say maybe, I predict, Jesus predicts here, his prediction, he sees his shadow. Jesus predicts another 6 months of Rona. Woo! Another 6 months of Rona, Gunny.
I just hope that this means I can play more games, that I have more time for games, that I have to work less and play more games.
I say by my birthday of next year, we may be Rona stage 1. All right,
when did the mask come off? I think that's what people really want.
Okay, that mask are going to be on all year next year, but I think like come June of next year, we'll be like a Rona stage 1, like all right, guys, we're letting you go back to movie theaters and shit now, like it's okay to open up your fucking restaurants and shit, but like make sure to keep people apart and that bullshit.
Can we open the brothels? Maybe
nothing's open, Gunny. Nothing's open. This fucking shit's it's crazy. Anyways, we're not talking about fuck the Rona, man. I'm just sick and tired of fucking Rona, dude. Fucking shit. Damn it, ruins everything. Fuck. You could follow. You can also listen to us on Stitcher, people. Stitcher.com. And then you can also sign up for a premium account there, Gunny. You know that?
I knew that. I have it.
Well, you can. You can get a premium account for $34.99 a year or $4.99 a month. But when you use promo code HorribleGamers, all caps, no spaces, you get a free month of said Stitcher Premium. What do you get with Stitcher Premium, Gunny? What do you get?
You get free premium, ad-free content.
Yeah, you get ad-free premium content, Gunny. You're right. And so much more. Just head on over to Stitcher.com/premium to sign up. Use promo code HorribleGamers, all caps, no spaces. And also want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at Redbubble, where people are buying our acrylic blocks, Gunny, and maybe some socks.
I bought a shirt. I bought a XL shirt.
Oh,
this past week. It did come in a couple. It came in a couple days.
All right, Gunny, how big is the logo on there? Let's see. Do you have this shirt by hand? Do you have?
Let me go get it real quick. I'll go
Gunny,
show it to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Gunny's gonna go get the shirt right
There's
now.
something I like about it too, and I'll show. And I'll try to explain it.
He's gonna try to explain what he likes about it. Okay. Gunny's leaving. He's walking away now. But anyways, people, when you head on over to Redbubble, you can search for Horrible Gamers in their search bar. Click on the person wearing our shirt, or maybe you see an acrylic block being shown. That's probably going to be the first thing that shows up. You get there, you click on that block, and then you click on more items, and you might find some socks, or some clocks, or some docks. I don't know, there's probably no docks there, but there for sure is socks and clocks and an acrylic block. But you can also purchase yourself like a phone sleeve. There's laptop sleeves. There's iPad cases, phone cases. There's actually like phone wallets you can buy there. Mask. You can buy yourself a mask. Speaking of mask, we were speaking of mask earlier. You can buy yourself a mask over at Redbubble. Get yourself a mask. I believe they have them on sale at the time. You buy like 3 or more, you get a couple bucks off of each mask. Instead of being $11 or $10, they go down to like $8. And then you can buy a kid-sized mask as well. So yeah, head on over to Redbubble and search for Horrible Gamers and get yourself a shirt. Oh, hi Gunny. Gunny's back.
I'm back. I have the shirt. I had to go find it because the wife's. I'm like, "Where's my shirt?" She's like, "I'm gonna iron it," because she knows I like some of my nice shirts ironed. But if you notice how
that logo is big. Holy shit!
It's big, but it's also up higher than normal, like a normal shirt, where I think more people would see it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's closer to the collar.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Or the neck.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like it, Gunny. Yeah, I try to make sure that I try to make the logo as high res and as big as I could on those shirts.
Yeah, like it doesn't cover like a top to bottom thing, because most people wouldn't. Yeah, it would be too much for their eyes to see. When they're trying to look at it.
Yeah. You look at somebody's shirt, you're looking at their chest area, really. Their chest. Yeah.
I got a big chest, man.
Yeah, big chest.
Gotta look.
My eyes are up here, Gunny.
Hey, what are you looking at? But it's a nice shirt overall. I really like the quality of them too.
Hell yeah! So go get yourself a shirt, ladies and gentlemen. And they're actually really well. Like the quality is like soft, right? It's not like it's not that shitty kind of t-shirt. You ever buy those t-shirts that are like really rough? Like I hate that. I like premium stuff, premium quality shirts.
Yeah, it's comfort all day.
That's right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, let's go a quick shout out to our friends Fowler and Twistix for the intro song to the podcast called "The Breakout." Or that might not be the intro this week. I don't fucking know. And Broker Free for the outro song called "Night Owl." Also, thanks to Ricky Alfaras for the intro and outro music called "Electric Kung Fu. And yeah, I think he gave me another one. What was the other one called, Gunny? I forget what the other one was.
Yeah.
MechMod gave me some of his music. One of them is called fuck me, man. I forget. Sorry, MechMod, but shout out to
what was
MechMod.
Ricky's? Was it hacked or something? I don't remember.
No. I know that yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Stop laughing, Ricky. I know you are.
MechMod's one of MechMod's song is called Collecting Data, and the other one I don't know if I can find the
It was
other one.
MechMods collecting data. That's it.
Yeah, that was the one that he sent me. He sent me another one as well, but I forget the other one's name. Anyways, thank you to MechMod. Thank you to Ricky. You guys are listeners of the show, but you guys are also music makers of the show. Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's talk about video games we've been playing this week. What you've been playing this week. What I've been playing this week. Of course, I guess I'll just get this out of the way, Gunny. Just get it out of the way.
I saw you posting about a game that you're probably going to talk about.
Let's get this out of the way here. I played some Call of Duty, Gunny.
I saw that. I saw those numbers.
Yeah.
What's new in the Call of Duty world?
So in the Call of Duty world, they added Nuketown 1984. This is the new version of Nuketown. It looks all hippied out, like a bunch of hippies went in there and painted everything, like spray painted everything, like peace and love and no war, say no to war, everyone's a human, peace and love, all like peace signs everywhere and shit, Like a bunch of druggies, Gunny, went in there and painted this shit,
Bunch of them pothead people.
Goddamn druggies. Probably Jonathan Hall and all his friends. It's like Jonathan Hall and all his friends showed up and they started spray painting everything. That's what it looks like in there, Gunny. All right? That's Nuketown.
You walk in and like, you guys hi? And they're like, hi.
That's Nuketown 1984 for you. One of the cool things that I noticed about Nuketown 1984 is that the mannequins and shit change and the trash on the map changes depending on the mode. Something that people may not notice if they only play Team Deathmatch. But on Domination, if you look at the mannequins, they're actually in different areas. And I wonder if that's a strategic thing or not. To me, I like to stand behind the mannequins because they're very good kind of camouflage, when you're sniping people. If you stand behind a mannequin, it's really hard to see you until you shoot people or they see the glare of your scope. Also, what else? What else is going on with that map? Oh, the population. You know how it has like a big sign that says "Welcome to Nuketown" or whatever, like in the middle of the fucking map. Well, on that sign, there's a population counter, and in all the previous. I don't know about the last time it was in Call of Duty, but I know like in the original Nuketown and Black Ops, the first one, and in other games that I've played with Nuketown in it, I've never seen the actual counter go up when people die. But that actually happens in this one. Like if you pay attention to the counter, every time somebody gets killed, that thing goes up. Population goes up. I thought that was a cool little addition. Like people probably never fucking know. Yeah, like people probably never notice it. Because it's like you're constantly being shot at and getting blown up and shit. But it's just a little touch. That some people may notice or may not notice. Besides all that, Gunny, actually prestige in Call of Duty. So the prestige works a lot like Modern Warfare's prestige system. So that pretty much entails like you're going to go to level 150 or something like that. So like you reset to 55, it prestiges you to prestige 1. And then you go up like 100 levels or something, and it prestiges you again to prestige 2. Then you go up again to prestige 3. I think overall in the entire game, there was over 1,000 levels to reach. So that's a lot of fucking prestiging, That's a lot of levels.
Yeah, because they know people are going to play 1,000 hours of this.
Some people will, yeah. And those are people like my brother that are going to be playing zombies 10 years from now, on the same fucking game, 10-year-old Call of Duty or whatever. But yeah, this thing also, I played a little bit of zombies in this one. So the zombies, they have it's called Die Maschine. Die Maschine, Gunny.
Die Maschine?
Yeah, that was pretty much, it's called The Machine or whatever. And it's pretty cool. They have like a whole little like cutscene that plays when you go into the zombie lobby. It has like a little intro to the zombies, like a little story intro. Like And it shows like these like Russian soldiers going into this bunker or whatever, and like they're all getting fucking fucked up by the zombies, and like, oh shit. And there's like they send more people down there and more people down there, to like figure out what the fuck is making the zombies, and then they seal people in there and shit, like they send like a guy in there like a suicide mission, like, all right, bro, you're gonna go in there and tell us what you see, but we're gonna seal the door behind you.
You got a radio?
No, something. I think they strapped a radio to his back or something, and he has like a camera or something, and he has to go in there by himself, and then they seal the door behind him, and I don't know. There's a whole story with the zombies in Call of Duty, and I believe it goes back to like the original zombies. And there's a story there. There's an actual like supposed to be like a story that kind of ties them, not all together, but sort of all of them together, kind of. They're all Nazis. It's all based on the Nazis. The Nazis cleared the fucking zombies. We all know this, Gunny. The fucking asshole Nazis.
I play Sniper Elite 4. I know who started
Those
it.
Motherfuckers, goddamn shit, fucking Nazi assholes created zombies, Gunny. Of course they did. But yeah, pretty much it's like a story there. And then what's really cool about the zombies though in this game is that your progression. Say you go into the zombies mode and you start playing in the zombies mode. The actual level and stuff that's in the multiplayer carries over to the zombies, and then it's vice versa. Whatever you rank up in the zombies mode carries over to the multiplayer. So if you unlock attachments for, like, say you use a lot, say in the zombies mode you use a shotgun a lot, and this is like your main gun is this crazy shotgun or whatever, and you love this shotgun. Well, the more you use that shotgun, the more you're going to be able to unlock items for it, and like attachments for it, and camos that are unique to the zombies mode only. So like if you go to customize your weapons in the multiplayer mode, there's a camo screen or whatever. You can unlock different camos for your guns, and they have like the scientific camo, the multiplayer camo, the zombie camo, and that's exactly it. The zombie camo you can only unlock by playing zombies, and I don't know what it does. It just makes your gun look different, I guess, shiny and shit.
I wonder if that's going to get maybe more people to be like, well, maybe I should try it out, or
yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if they're trying to get people to like, oh, maybe I should try it. Because the other day, that's what I did. I literally was like, maybe I'll try this out, and then I fucking went in there and like I played like maybe to round 15 or something like that, or 18, and we finally died because two of the people that were with us quit, and then me and the other guy just got fucking ran over by the zombies, like. But it was really cool. In this zombies mode, they have this like it's not endless anymore. They have like, for example, you're in this bunker. You're like in that bunker or whatever that's in that little cutscene, and you're in there and you're activating shit. It's the same as previous zombies where you're opening doors with points. You're buying guns off the wall with points. You build the pack-a-punch machine, and then you turn it on, and then you pack-a-punch your weapons and all that shit. And then you have like the Juggernog and the fucking quick revive and all the fucking different perks you can buy and drink or whatever.
Leroy Jenkins.
But they also have this new thing in this one where like every 10 waves or something, you can run over to this radio thing and you can call for extract. And like it'll say like, all right, we got a helicopter coming your way. It'll be there in 5 minutes. Hold out for 5 minutes. So like a timer begins on your thing or whatever. And you got to pretty much survive while the helicopter gets there, you know what I mean? So this helicopter goes and it picks you up. We didn't extract. The guys that I was playing with didn't want to. I was like, we should try it. And they're like, nah, that's for pussies. We're men around here. And I was like, all right, dudes, whatever. But you only get the extract option like every 10 waves. So like say you get to round 10 and it tells you to extract and you're like, nah, and then you let round 11 begin, then you missed your opportunity. The shit kind of locks out or whatever, and it doesn't let you extract till round 20. So it's kind of like a risk you take, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, we got all this kind of gear. Should we extract now or keep fighting these zombies, you know? And then every
so what happens when you extract? It's almost like a completion to say, okay, I wonder.
I'm assuming you get some kind of gear or something that you use for something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking also, like, can you join? Is it like a Gears of War thing where, too, like, you can join somebody at wave 31 or something? Or no, because you completed it?
Like if you could just jump into somebody's game.
It doesn't. I remember Call of Duty doesn't let you do that, right? You can't just join games. You have to start from the beginning, or can you start from 10?
Any time that I've played zombies before, you had to start from the beginning. But maybe this one is different. It could be that this one is just different. You know, like
I don't remember there being a join in progress in Black Ops.
Because I know when the one person left, it said that it was migrating the host or whatever. You know, like it says migrating host, and then it migrated the host over to either me or the other guy playing. But yeah, it was interesting to play the zombies one. The zombies, I mean, it was zombies. It's the same exact formula you played before with the few different, you know, little things like the extract and the bigger guys. There's like these big zombies that come out or whatever. And then supposedly there's these ghosts that you can see in the game. Like they'll kind of like jump scare you or whatever. Like they like pop up and you see them or whatever. And if you find all of them, you get like the special camo and the special calling card or whatever. So you gotta find all these like jump scares or whatever inside the zombies. And it's kind of creepy, you know, when you're by yourself. Because you're like, fuck, got all these zombies chasing me. And if you don't know the map, then you can get yourself cornered real quick. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know the map. I was running underground. And everyone was up top running in circles. And I'm running into fucking doorways and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to turn around. This is a dead end. Fucking zombies chasing me and shit. Oh, that shit was pretty fun. But yeah, man, besides that, Call of Duty's been a blast. I've been playing with the sniper rifles. Is kind of my favorite gun at this point. The MP5 is really good. And yeah, there was this guy called It's Me Mayo. And I legit thought it was Mayo playing with me first. I was like, when the fuck did Mayo get this game? But it wasn't him, obviously.
It's me, Mayo 99 or 69 or whatever.
Yeah, that was his gamer tag. I was like, that's kind of interesting that they paired me up with this guy, you know? But yeah.
Even President-elect was right below you. Or
yeah, Kamala Harris. Yeah, she was like right above me or something. I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these
Everybody
people?
was whooping your ass on that match.
They were kicking me. That match was terrible. Well, that match, I just ran in. I did the run and gun thing where I was just like, you know what? I really don't give a fuck right now. I'm just going to run at people and try to kill them as fast as I can. So I usually equip my shotgun and like just run at people. And try to like slide or fucking throw a flashbang into the fucking house across the street. And that was a new town, of course. So, like, you're constantly fucking dying, dude. You know? It's like, especially if you're running straight into either house on the map, you know, you're fucking dying left and right.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. One thing that I did find is that somebody was hacking the other day. And it was kind of weird to see that. It was probably a fucking PC asshole player. But this dude somehow got to the outside of the map in Nuketown. So, he was actually on the outside of the map. Kind of like on the edge of you know how you have the houses to the edge? It's like kind of like a neighborhood or whatever, it's like a town. Yeah. But it's all fenced off, right, or whatever. But this dude was somehow behind this fucking house, like sniping, and he was sniping us in our spawn. And so as soon as we were spawning, he was just fucking headshotting us. And he was outside the map, dude. And we're like, what the fuck? And I think somebody finally killed him, but like, it was kind of bullshit, you know, that he was just fucking, I don't know how he figured it out, but... Because I know you can drive the RCXD, like if you get that kill streak, you could drive a little remote control car. You could drive it through the fence and go around the map through the other hole in the fence across the other. You know, like instead of driving it across the map, you can go around the map if you drive it through the hole in the fence. And I don't know if he somehow figured out how to glitch it out and make himself stand over there, but he did, and he fucking was killing everybody. But that's the only time I ever seen that happen. It's just that one match. It was really fucking bizarre, dude.
Yeah, so that could have been like a exploit of some sorts.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, besides Call of Duty, I've been playing some more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I've been playing some of that. AC Valhalla, it's a good game, but I'm kind of done with it at this point. I really, to be honest with you, Gunny, I've been really like in a gaming slump right now. Like I haven't really played much besides that. There was another game that I tried. What was it? It was on Steam, actually. I fired up Steam for once. Like, wow. Like, yeah, I fired up Steam, right? Let me pull it up real quick, Gunny. It was a flying game, so like, you know, I don't know if you want to talk more about Valhalla. Valhalla is Valhalla to me.
Yeah. So I over the Thanksgiving holiday, I was able to play a bunch of it
Yeah.
and reach power level 50.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was really proud of myself because it's like for me, like
Yeah.
with work and life and all that stuff, I'm like, by this point, right? Like last year playing Odyssey, it would have been like, yeah, I hit level 5. Yeah. But no, I actually got, pretty far in the game. I mean, as far as like, yeah, it's good. I've got my settlement upgraded to, I forgot what number it is, but talking on Discord to, who was it? Wasn't Brandon or Leahy, and those guys were like already like power level 100 and something.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like
I just don't have the time, especially with my work right now. It's been so fucking crazy, dude. I've been working a lot, so I don't have the time to game as much. And like, Valhalla requires so much time and the dedication to just sit there and fucking play a game for like at least 2 or 3 hours, and I don't have that, dude. Like, the most time I have to game this lately is like an hour a day. So, what's the quickest thing I could get into for an hour and get out? It's Call of Duty, man. You know what I mean? Like, I just get in and out. Like, an hour. 1 hour I can get in Nuketown 24/7 and get like 5 matches in or something. You know what I mean? And then I'm out. So, like, that's why that's been such a, the go-to game for me, But I haven't really played with the community at all or anything. Like, it's kind of been really weird. I play like at fucking noon on the weekdays. Random fucking time.
Before work or something.
Yeah, before work. I usually play before work like an hour or something. And then so it's kind of like a weird schedule too. But yeah, man. But Valhalla, I like it. It's just, there's no way. There's no way I'm going to be able to manage playing Valhalla and Cyberpunk at the same. I'm barely gonna have time for Cyberpunk, let alone.
Yeah,
Valhalla.
I don't know how long the story takes, but one thing I've noticed.
Oh, that fucking thing is like 100 hours or something, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because it's. Oh, one thing I know that is that I don't know if it's not like Odyssey where like, hey, if you go over to this area here where it was kind of like graphed off, where this is level 18 through 25, and this is area level 26 through 30, and that might be somewhere else, but I think this one doesn't do that. What it does do is some of these, what are they called? The monk camps or whatever the fuck they're called, the fortresses.
Yeah.
The monasteries, right? And then those.
Gunny, you're fucking breaking into churches and killing people at church.
I know, you're the first person to bring that up, and one thing
you're like legit going to a church and just fucking slaughtering all the men. Like, I'm gonna fucking murder all of you, and not just men, but women as well. There's women fighting against you, so you're killing them. You're killing everybody in a church.
Well, you'll also see that there are like those monks that are running out. You can kill them if you want to, but it'll tell you like, hey, look, killing NPCs is not cool, and we're gonna.
I did that once, dude, because I saw this guy.
Synchronized or something.
Yeah, this guy was running away from me, right? He's like, oh no! He's like running away from me, and I just fucking ran at him and like fucking stabbed him with like my fucking axe and shit. I'm like, fuck stabbing him, and the game is like, hey, well, you're not supposed to kill civilians, but I'm like, I just killed 50 other fucking people. What is the difference gonna make if I kill this one guy? No, I just killed. No.
Yeah, it reminds me of like what was it? Modern Warfare last year, the single player campaign, where like you're in like that city street.
Oh yeah, in the city street,
killing pedestrians.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like 1,000 people running across. Somebody's gonna get shot. Someone's gonna. If I'm unloading a fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
And there's like 1,000 people running across the street, and so happened, Gunny, that you decided to run across the street while I was shooting instead of staying in place. I'm gonna shoot you, Gunny.
It's a casualty, right? It's just It
happens.
It's like it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I'm not the best of aim here, pal. But no, like it'll. I think it gives you a couple. I've only every time I've gone into anything like that, I've only accidentally killed one.
I purposely killed that person. I chased him down and killed him. It wasn't
You did it intentionally.
It wasn't like that. Was not an accident. I was trying to be a Viking, all right. I'm like, motherfucker used to run around and kill people and murder them and shit and fucking, there was nobody left alive when the Vikings did raids, Gunny. Like,
They didn't leave the women and children. Come on.
Oh no, hell no, they did not leave the women in. They fucking murdered, especially the children.
It
the
only
boys.
Makes sense because when you come into those places, if you notice that your Viking AI members will literally light everything on fire.
Yeah,
like on purpose.
Yeah, because
fuck it, just burn it all down.
Back in those days, Gunny, let me tell you something. Back in the days of the Mongols and the Vikings and all these motherfuckers that used to run around and pillage and shit. The one thing that they killed the most, Gunny, was little boys. You know why, Gunny?
Probably so they don't become soldiers later on and come back.
Exactly, Gunny. You don't want someone to remember you and be like, hey, Gunny went over there and killed my dad. You know what I mean? I'm going to grow up and kill Gunny. Fuck that guy, you know? No, you want to kill those little fuckers so they don't come back and try to kill you later, Gunny. Damn it, you.
Bunch of savages.
Savages. That's how it used to be back in the day, man. That shit was wild. Wild. But yeah, anyways, it says here Assassin's Creed Valhalla takes about 60 to 80 hours to complete, and that's if you're engaging with some extra activities, but not all of them.
I think I'll finish this by
80 hours.
My prediction is probably by June of next year.
Oh, that's great timeline. Just in time for the next Assassin's Creed, Gunny. Good job.
Yeah, I got 30 hours in so far. Yeah, I only have 30 more.
But yeah, the game that I was talking about that I played on the Steam, Mayo's probably so proud right now. It's like, oh my god, that Steam got dusted off. I blew the dust off of the Steam machine there, Gunny, you know, the shit. I was surprised it still worked. I was like, wow, this shit is all dusty. It looks bad. It was pretty bad.
I forgot the name of that game.
But I played a VR game, Gunny.
Ooh.
I played Project Wingman.
I saw that.
Project Wingman. It is a VR game, so it has support for the Index and Oculus and what are the other ones? Windows, I guess. Vive and all that shit. I think it has support for all the headsets. But Project Wingman is I want to say it's a $25 game. Maybe it was on sale. Maybe it wasn't. It's a $25 game. And I believe it's early access. Pretty much you're playing as a pilot of a fighter jet. And it does have a normal, it's a normal game, like Hawks or something. You can play it on a monitor or TV or whatever. It has 2D support, like a hobo or something, you know, like some kind of hobo playing on a monitor. Or you can be a real gamer, Gunny, and put on a fucking VR headset.
Get on the limit.
And be in the fucking, be in the action. Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. It's a good headline. In the action.
Be in the action. They have some guy wearing a VR headset and be like, be in the action. Yeah. That's what I would put on every fucking Oculus box if I was working.
It's called immersive, man. That's what it's called.
So anyways, I after fucking around with it for a little bit, I couldn't figure out how to launch the VR shit. Because usually most games you put on your VR headset, the game detects it and it's like, hey, do you want to, there's a setting in the fucking settings or something that lets you launch the VR mode. And this one, I couldn't figure it out when I launched the game originally. So what I did was I closed it out. And then when I went to relaunch it, then Steam gave me the option and said, do you want to launch this in Steam VR, regular 2D version or whatever, or Oculus VR? And I was like, launch it in Oculus VR. And it launched, and it was in the VR headset, you know, and pretty much just some generic ass fucking campaign where it's not even based in real time. It's because of course they don't want to offend nobody, right? So they base it in the year
fictitious country or something.
Yeah, it's the year 2300 and something or some shit, but they're still flying F-15s and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You're flying airplanes that were 300 years old. What the fuck are you doing?
Star Wars, and they're fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, you motherfuckers.
Jets.
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Right.
Gunny. Yeah, like you motherfuckers are 300 years in the
Fuel power.
future. The best plane you could come up with is the F-15 design. Really, that's the best thing that it was ever created that you guys use
Maybe it's
for
part of the
fighting.
story. You've been warped through time.
No, no, that's pretty much like every country doesn't exist anymore. Like not United States doesn't, Russia doesn't exist. It's all like these new federations or whatever, and pretty much you play as this group of like mercenaries that get hired by this. Originally, you're hired by like the people like North American Federation or some shit, and they pretty much have you go do this mission where you're fucking flying the jet, and you're pretty much it's like typical Hawks type mission where you're flying in. You start the game, you're flying already when you start the mission, and it's like, oh, Hitman 1, we need you to fucking lead us into battle, or whatever the fuck. And you got the weird dialogue between all the fucking co-pilots, like you're talking to between each other, you and your fucking squad or whatever. They're usually someone's always talking shit about somebody or something, and they're always talking to you like you're supposed to like respond to them or something, like fucking weird shit. But yeah, it's just a dogfighting game. And all right, Gunny. So
How does it stack up? What was that game you played before F7 or whatever the fuck it was called? It eventually came to Game Pass, but you played that in VR and had a good time with
what was that one? Was it another fucking? Wasn't it that VTOL game? Was it the VTOL game?
it. I totally forgot the name of it, but it was. Either way.
Ace Combat.
Yeah.
Combat. So it's literally just Ace Combat. It really is like, but Ace Combat, well, it's also based on bullshit countries. Like all these games, like that, all these fucking flying games, they're never based in like the United States or Russia or some fucking like, hey, we're fucking Canada and we're gonna invade the U.S. Let's fucking bomb them or whatever. Like, no, dude. I guess you cannot base it in real life, can you? Is it too hard, Gunny? Why the fuck did Call of Duty? Call of Duty does it all the time.
If you don't have a good lawyer or something, I don't know. Like,
is the Air Force? Does the Air Force like not like being named in video games or something? Maybe that's it, huh?
Yeah, they don't want to be bothered with
Video
any sort of threat of lawsuits or some shit. But Hawks was a good game, so I can see if it's in that same vein that it's going to be.
Yeah, so it's like that. Like you're flying in and you're fucking. But dude, I gotta say, man. So like playing. What was that other fucking game that I played that was a flying? All these fucking flying. Star Wars. Squadrons.
Squadrons?
Yeah. Okay. Playing Star Wars Squadrons, flying in space, cool as fuck. Like that's so cool. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm in a fucking TIE fighter, bro. Yeah, I'm in a fucking X-wing. Like this shit's fucking cool. I'm in a fucking bomber or whatever. Like you got these cool fucking planes that you're in. And you're like, well, I remember I saw this in a movie or whatever. Like, whatever the fuck, right? Flying in an F-15, going like 800 miles an hour and trying to drop a missile on a tank or something. It's just so boring. so lame. It's just so like I don't want to do this. It really was that, Gunny. Like I did the first mission and I was done with it. I returned it. I gave it back to Steam. I told Steam, take this fucking shit and give me my money back. It was just exhausting.
Was it trying to be too sim and you were just in the mood for something more arcadey?
I don't know what it was, dude. I mean, I'm over here like, and Gunny, I kid you not, dude. When I was a kid, I've always loved flying. Even as an adult, I love being on airplanes. I love flying. I love that experience of flying. I've always been fascinated with like space rockets and fucking, astronauts and all this shit, right? But like this game, I don't know what it was, dude. It was just like you're fighting like 50 fucking jets. It's just like a Hawks game, like an Ace Combat. Where the fuck did like 50 other enemies come from? These motherfuckers have the second largest air force in the world. They just decided to send 50 fucking jets for me to blow up, and they, it's like, how? After I blow up 2 of them, they probably would be retreating because they'd be like, hey, don't let them blow up the rest of our jets, guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Those are like $50 million a piece. You guys should come back now. they blew up 2 of them. You know, it's like you wouldn't be doing that, and like, you know, and it's just, I don't know, the inside of the, okay, let me give like some kind of details here. The cockpit looked good. You're inside like a F-15 or whatever the fuck, right? But like the hands, it's not like in Star Wars. Your hands, like the hands of the pilot, actually move based on how you're turning. So like if you turn left, you see the fucking pilot turning the fucking, you know, the shit to the left. You pull up, you see him pulling the stick back or the throttle up. You know, like all that shit, right? You see the pilot doing that in this game. I don't know if it's because of his, I don't know. I think it's early access. Maybe it's not. I think it is, though. Maybe that's why it's not there. But, like, there's no animations with the hands. It's just no hands. It's just like you're in a cockpit, but there's nothing. Like, there's no hands there. Like, you see the stick, and you're like, okay. I see this, Gunny. I see the stick there.
It's got to be early access. I saw it featured on the front page of Steam, so that's probably why it's $25.
And
not $50.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $50 for this shit. And like, and just the combat was like lame. It's like, oh, like lock on to this fucking shit. Beep 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 beep. Boom, shoot the missile. Good hit. Hitman 1. Lock on to the next one. Beep 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 beep. Good hit. Hitman 1. That's all you hear for like, okay, like 20 minutes of this fucking mission of just flying, and literally all I do when I'm fucking playing these games is fucking doing loops. Like, you're like, my head hurt because I was like looking up, you know, like in the cockpit, you're looking up to keep track of the enemy planes. And like my fucking neck was hurting, bro. Like, like I'm looking up. I'm like, fucking hey, this headset is fucking heavy, man. Like, what the fuck? I'm like looking up, trying to like keep track of these fucking jets, you know, and they're flying around me, and like, you know, it is what it is. Like, I gotta give them props. Like, the graphics did look decent. And playing on my 2080 Super, like, I could max everything out, and it was still, like, it was a good, solid experience. It wasn't, like, choppy or anything. The water looked really, like, realistic, kind of. You know, you're flying over the ocean, like usual, like all these fighting games or flying games. You're always in the ocean doing dogfights. I don't know why. Or you're blowing up a fucking boat or something. But, yeah, so like that's all this game was. It was like a dogfighting, shoot fucking boats on the water, and like it's so easy that like I was like, this is boring. I guess I could have turned up the difficulty from like normal or easy. I don't know what the fuck. I think I played it on easy just because I was in VR. You know, I was like, I don't want to put this shit in realistic and then fucking have them blow me out of the sky in 2 seconds because I didn't fucking do something. You know. But yeah, Gunny, don't play Project Wingman. I don't recommend it, guys. Like, unless you're really like some kind of fucking flying enthusiast that really likes fucking like flying like an F-15 or whatever. Like, unless you're really into that. Like, if that's your fucking thing, guy, then go for it. Go for it. Or girl.
Maybe some Steam person, some PC pro, you know, with a flight stick and just 2D.
Oh, maybe in 2D. Yeah, in 2D, I could see you like it. But, like in 2D, it seems like it would be easier because you don't have to turn your fucking head so often. But in VR, man, like, it really is. It's another, like, people don't realize that in VR, when you're flying, especially, like, in like one of those type of jets, you know, you're doing a fucking loop in the air. You got to keep track of how high you're off the ground and, like, where the enemies are going, because you're like having to follow them and track them with your fucking head, and like you're flying this fucking jet around. It's tiring. It's fucking tiring, Gunny. Like
who wants to work after work, right?
I don't want to work out. I wanted to like Star Wars. It's like you're in space and like the TIE fighters. I mean, everything, even like the X-wings, they don't turn that fast. Like. So it's more like slowed down, you know, like they slowed it down like a little bit. It's not crazy. Like, yeah, you're still doing loops and like circles and all that, like pretty much like every fucking flying game ever. But it doesn't seem as intense as this fucking game was. Because this show was like hey, lock onto that fucking boat over there and shoot him, Hitman 1. And you're like, oh, okay. Which boat? There's like 60 of them down there. I guess I'll just shoot all of them. Fuck it, I'm gonna blow up all of them. You know what I mean? Like, so you're fucking like, there's like literally like 60 boats, dude, that you had to blow up. I'm like, and then they make like 50 enemies show up or whatever. And there's like but there is like a campaign there, I guess. There's like a campaign because there was like these guys talking about, like, they were like, you know, because you're a group of mercenary, like jet pilots or mercenaries. So you fight for whoever pays you. And they were talking about some civil war going on in the Middle East or something. And like, you're going to go join some fucking faction, whatever, to help them fight this civil war shit. I don't know, Gunny.
Maybe you just it wasn't for you right then and there, but
it wasn't. Maybe
you got better after.
Maybe this is a fucking amazing game. Maybe it's the best fucking flying game ever made, but to me it's not. So whatever, Gunny. All right, I'm done with my review.
You say you're done?
I'm done, Gunny. I'm done.
You're done. But going back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's I'm enjoying it for what it is. It's man, you know what I've got on my mind right now is just that I've been playing so much Immortals Fenyx Rising. And this is another game by Ubisoft. And I was listening to an interview, I think it was on Game Informer podcast, where it was one of the department, whatever he was, like in charge of the fucking whole game, right? But he has had a long history with other games like Saints Row and stuff. But I think he works at Ubisoft up in Quebec or Montreal or one of those fucking places up in Canada land. And he was saying how they want to make something just different from Assassin's Creed. Matter of fact, he even called it the anti-Assassin's Creed.
Oh god, this guy, what he has it? What he did you say he used to work for Ubisoft?
No. So he worked for, I think it was Volition. They made Saints Row games.
So who used to work for Ubisoft then?
No, so now he works for Ubisoft. He's been with them for quite a while. I think he said he was in charge of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and he said that's when they started developing the game. Right after that, like as soon as they were done with that game. But yeah, so far it feels good. It doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It looks like, if you look at this game, it looks, what is it like? It sort of has that little bit of cell shaded grass, it
looks like Fortnite.
Yeah, like it does have that Fortnite look to it. Absolutely, and I can see that's what they're going for, because why not, right? I mean, that game is like so popular right now.
Yeah. Get all the kids to play this game, right? Get all the kids at school talking about Immortals Fenyx Rising.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's not. There's nothing like, I don't even know what the game is rated at, but it's just. It could just have a teen rating. I don't see any sexuality in it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm playing as the female Phoenix.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Female
and
Phoenix.
Man, is she hot. She's looking good. And she's a badass with the
she's hot
with a sword.
And she's looking good.
She's got this this two-handed axe with her right now. That thing's pretty sick. But yeah, combat's like an Assassin's Creed game, of course, but it does have that right triggers your heavy and RB's your light attack. You do get different potions, for health and stamina, because it does that thing of what is the Nintendo game, Breath of the Wild, where you start climbing up the side of this mountain to get to a reveal point or something, but you better make sure you have enough stamina potion, because you will fall down. The other thing too is you can drown if you're in water for too long. So that's the other thing you gotta manage, and make sure you have enough stamina potions. But yeah, so far I'm playing on normal difficulty, and I'm doing okay so far. I've made it to where I'm able to fly, so that's good. I've made it that far. They do have these things called, I think they're called rifts or realms or something, and they're more like challenge rooms, right? Where it's just puzzles. So I could already see IAM's probably going, oh man, there's too many puzzles in this game. But yeah, that's exactly what those are. But I think that's where you're gaining abilities as well, or maybe you're upgrading abilities, right?
Ives hates puzzles?
No, well, he doesn't like just straight up puzzle games, I think.
Okay.
From what I remember from early days and what he's talked about recently. But no, but other than that, I mean, this is a real action game.
This looks like a little kid game, Gunny. This looks shitty, dude. Like, what is this crap, Gunny?
I think it looks really good running on the Xbox Series S.
Oh god, this looks like
S.
Some fucking wannabe ass fucking Fortnite fucking. Oh, we want to be like Assassin's Creed, but not really. And how about we get the kids to play this game, huh?
I don't know if they're going to get kids. I think, if you took this and you compared it to like Assassin's Creed, right? I think this one is like, the story's very lighthearted. Somebody even called it whimsical, and I'm like, yeah, this game is absolutely whimsical. With the story of the gods telling this story as you play the game. And of course they're being funny, and some of it is funny. And even this other, I don't think he's a god, but one of the people that you're chasing, this kid, right? I'm going to call him a kid, right?
Oh.
And he's even trying to crack jokes, talking about how the way she looks, or he doesn't like her face or something. I can definitely tell they're like not wanting to push the envelope on anything that deals with any sexuality or nothing like that. There's no blood, right? Of course, I didn't even look in the menus for this, but yeah, it's an Assassin's Creed Lite. There you go. That's what it is.
This is more like Assassin's Creed Hobo.
No, man, it's good. It's solid. Solid gameplay. I don't know if it's for you or not, but
it's definitely not for me. It's one of those stupid looking games. It looks stupid. It looks like a Project Wingman, but in Assassin's Creed form.
No, it runs really good.
Project Wingman ran really good too, Gunny. It ran really good. It ran so good, but like I didn't like that fucking game at all. Fuck that game.
So people are probably wondering, like, oh, do you want to continue playing this or play, Assassin's Creed?
All right, Gunny. Yeah, Gunny. You turn on your PC, motherfucker, and you see Assassin's Creed or this game. What game are you playing?
I think I'm going to play Assassin's Creed right now.
Exactly. Why? Because this shit is a hobo Assassin's Creed. No one should be buying this if you bought Assassin's Creed.
It's different enough. I feel that, hey, you can fly in this game. You can fly in Immortals.
Oh, cool. Oh, you know what? In Assassin's Creed, I don't need to fly because I have a fucking bird that I can call in.
And I almost did that today. I was like I almost called for my bird, and I realized like, oh shit, I'm not playing Assassin's Creed. I had to open that, but it does have that like fog of war, unlock all the areas. When you climb up to you'll climb up to a point where you can hit reveal. But at the same time, also it's almost optional where it'll say far away look. And it's like a right click on the stick, and you can reveal different chests. And in these chests, you can go out and I think you get gems, and basically it's all money and stuff to upgrade.
I mean, I'm looking at screenshots. Looking at the screenshots of like the photo gallery of the gamer, like everyone around the world apparently, like when you take a screenshot, it uploads to Ubisoft. And it looks all right. I mean, Is this an RPG, Gunny? Like, what are you? Is this an adventure game or like an action adventure, or is this like an RPG? Like,
I'd say action adventure.
Because I mean, Assassin's Creed, people try to say it's an RPG, but I really I still don't think it's an RPG. I still think of it more like an action adventure game.
Absolutely, yeah. And I don't even pay attention to that because I'm always going to call it. I just say it's an action game. That's what it is. It's an open world action game.
Yeah, to me, role playing games or RPGs are more like true like Skyrim or Fallout or like Outer Worlds or whatever, where you're seeking out the quest yourself. It's like there's no. I mean, you kind of have a main quest, but there's really just random shit you're doing all the time. You're like, what the fuck? How did I end up on this rabbit hole where I'm doing this random fucking thing for like 10 hours, What the fuck? How did I end up down here, Gunny? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I always just say open world action game. That's what it is. It's because it's not so much that I'm like, like, oh, I need to set out for this armor set, and there's like 1,000 things I need to do to get this armor set. I can just simply play the game and upgrade it over time, of course, or try to find a better weapon. But yes, so far I like the combat. It does this thing where it may not be for some people where, the enemy's down in its health and you take that last hit and the enemy goes flying across the room or, into the sky or what have you. But yeah, I think the game, Jesus stepped out there. But yeah, I think the game looks pretty good, guys. And plays well. It's just some of those riffs or whatever they're calling them. Those can be a real pain in the ass. What else does it do? You'll come across, and it does that. It'll give you that Breath of the Wild feel. You'll come up and you'll see like 3 of these things. They look like bears to me, and it might have 2 other regular enemies or 3 enemies, and they don't have like these health bars or like numbers above their head. So I can't tell, like, are they at my level? Do I even have a level? But I still try it anyway. And then I realize after they kick my ass, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to avoid them and kind of work my way around to where I need to go. And that's normally what I do. That's the way I do it. But just playing on normal, I didn't choose baby mode or extra baby mode, infant mode. Just chose regular. And I'm not sure how you get the abilities I think they just come naturally. I'm not even sure as you progress, because it's not like you're unlocking them or equipping them or anything like that I've noticed. Not like Assassin's Creed. It's different where it's just like, now you can LB right trigger, or L1 right trigger, depending on what system you're playing, or PC, where that'll be like a super heavy attack. And those are extremely helpful, especially when fighting stronger enemies.
Yeah. So in this game, I'm looking at screenshots. So, like, can you change your armor out and shit?
I think you can. Because one thing I did was where I got to, I'm trying to think of the name, but basically I think of it as my base where you go to the blacksmith. Well, you are the blacksmith, but you upgrade your weapons and armor. But I didn't see any place of where I can purchase them. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah, because I'm looking at different like people are wearing like different things, and there's like the same girl character or whatever. But
yeah, I only know that like something, as I progressed with the game a little bit more, and it was like, now do you want this helmet? But now the trim is blue. Like, okay, I'll just choose that one because it looks better. Or
so you're fighting gods in this game, or what are you fighting?
You're fighting monsters, right? And the gods are the ones telling the stories, but you are gaining some of the gods' abilities, their powers. Like, I think you'll complete like one of those rifts things I talked about, and it'll say something like Zeus's lightning.
Mm-hmm. And all you have is lightning.
No, so I think with that, I don't even remember what Zeus's lightning does, but it wasn't like anything.
It electrifies.
Maybe. Who knows? Okay, and here's the other thing. Some of the things I don't like about it, where you get a bow and arrow. Hey, you got Icarus's bow.
Yeah, bro.
Or Icarus's arrows or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, cool. This is turning out, that's cool. I can get some range. But they don't do a lot of damage.
Oh.
Nothing significant that even helped me. But again, it might be early on. And
all right. Are you riding in a unicorn? I'm seeing unicorns around here.
No, there were some horses
this lady
and this thing popped up about taming a steed or
you know what that sounds like, Gunny? You know what that sounds like?
Breath of the Wild, maybe, or something like
Red Dead Redemption 2, Gunny. Motherfuckers are stealing ideas from Red Dead, taming.
Oh, you know
horses.
what? Before I forget, because I didn't put an article in there. But Red Dead Redemption 2, what is it you can now? No, that was GTA. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. I was thinking you can now just play the online version.
No, yeah, it's Red Dead Redemption 2. They have the online mode for sale right now, actually on Steam for $7, I believe.
I think it was $5 or something introductory.
It was like $5 or $7, but it's only the online mode, so you don't get the campaign, which is fucking amazing. But you get to play the online, which is not as amazing, but it's you can see the map and stuff, like the graphics.
Yeah.
If you want to see how good your PC can run it, I guess you can download that. You know what
I
I
saw
mean?
that people were review bombing it and talking about it's chock full of microtransactions. I'm like,
Whoa,
yes,
no
of
shit,
course.
dude. It was like $5.
Duh.
What did you expect?
Yeah, it's $7 because you're going to spend $50 in microtransactions.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
Like
That's what they
I know
want.
I spent like at least $30 with him, or maybe 40, maybe more.
Hey, you figure I'm one of those people that never spends anything. I spent 20 bucks.
I always get me, dude, because I'm always like, oh, I'll only spend $5, and the next thing you know, I spend like $5 like 50 times, so I spend like $100, and I'm like, who the fuck's all my money?
Yeah,
I spent it all on fucking microtransactions that they got me with. Call of Duty does that to me a lot. They did it to me with Modern Warfare. So many. I'll just spend $5, Gunny, and buy this skin pack.
There
Oh,
was,
I'm gonna spend five more dollars and buy this other skin pack. Oh, no. Then next thing you know, I spend like $60 on fucking skins, and I'm like,
another article I
why?
was reading. I didn't put it in the news. Was like another $200 or $600 million people bought for Call of Duty.
Oh,
like
dude.
both of them combined in the past 6 months or something nuts.
Speaking
Of
of
course,
articles, you done with what you've been playing, Gunny?
Yeah. So, but I'm enjoying both stories equally.
Excuse
I
me.
think I'll probably just toggle back and forth. You know, like that's what I'll do. I love
You know
my
what's that one game that I fell
action-
off of?
open world games.
You know, for Ubisoft, I'm talking to who's the who runs Ubisoft? Who I'm gonna Google this, runs Ubisoft. All right, I'm gonna give this to Yves Guillemot.
Isn't he in France? But I thought it was Canada's like the headquarters.
Yves Guillemot. Yeah, they're in France, headquarters in Montreal-Zuibourg, France. Whatever the fuck, how the fuck you say it, all right? This is, I don't know, I believe this is a woman. She's a chairman and CEO or whatever of the entire thing of Ubisoft. Let me give you some advice here, motherfucker, you. Don't release all your games in the same fucking month right before Cyberpunk. Don't. When you know your game is 80 fucking hours, dude. Release this shit in fucking June, in May, man. When there's no other fucking games coming out, you should be releasing, like, imagine if Valhalla, Gunny, would have dropped in fucking May. Imagine in May. Or, not even Valhalla. Say this bullshit-ass, hobo-ass looking Immortals Fenyx, whatever the fuck it's called. Fenyx Immortal, or whatever the fuck it's, I don't even know the name.
Immortals Fenyx Rising.
Whatever the fuck, Gunny, you know what I mean. If that shit would have dropped in fucking June, near my birthday, guess what? I probably would have bought it when no other games are coming out. And I probably would have played it, you know?
But you know why they did that? You know why they did
Why?
that? Because Cyberpunk couldn't decide when it wanted to be released, right?
Yo,
They
but
kept putting out
Cyberpunk...
dates. Remember they kept throwing out dates?
But most people knew that Cyberpunk was going to be a September something release date, right? Originally, right? So, like, they had said that last year. They were like, hey, look, September 7th, we're coming, or whatever the fucking day was. November 10th, whatever. No, it was originally September, whatever, right? Or November.
Yeah, but I'm sure Ubisoft looked at that at like, okay, we don't know when the fuck Cyberpunk's really coming out. But
Yeah,
then they were like,
okay. If they're coming out in November, why the fuck are we releasing all our games in November and December? We should be
gotta
releasing
get them
our
out
games.
before Christmas, man, because they're gonna sell a bunch. I mean, they're gonna sell a lot of copies for.
Yeah, but you would have sold a lot more. I guess what I'm saying is you would have sold more You would have sold near the amount of same copies, or not more, by word of mouth if you would have released it in May and people would have said like, hey man, I'm playing this really cool fucking game called Immortal Fenyx Rises. Bro, you should check this out, Gunny. You should check Gunny, check it out, Gunny.
It probably has dragons,
all right,
too.
It's June. Gunny is about to go to Thailand, but Gunny needs a game to play on the plane. Yo, Gunny, you need to check out this Immortal Fenyx Rising on your Switch, because it's a Switch game. Play
it is on there. Yeah.
Play it on the plane, Gunny. Play it on your airplane when you get to Thailand or where the fuck where do you? I don't know where you go. Australia. Where do you go, Gunny?
Fiji, mate. Fiji Islands.
Gunny's going to the fucking Fiji Islands. All right, Gunny. But now, Gunny, you're gonna play this for 2 days. Cyberpunk comes out on Thursday, and you're never gonna touch this again.
Yeah, right. By the time you want to play it, it's going to be on Game Pass, or I mean, it's going to be $20.
Yeah. So like,
no, but you're right. That would have been a good time to release.
Like why? Like I don't get why these companies are so tied to like. It's like old school mentality. It's like fucking boomer mentality, right? Like fucking these boomers running Wall Street are so fucking tied up with their fucking old school mentality, man. It's like, oh, we need to release everything right before Christmas. That's when people are shopping. It's like, you fucking fail to realize gamers are willing to buy shit any time of the fucking year. Any time, motherfucker. As long as the shit is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk could fucking drop whatever day of the year, and that shit's still going to outsell most games because of the hype. If you drop a good game any time of the year, you're gonna get hype, but you're gonna get more hype if you're if you're competing against Cyberpunk. Immortals Fenyx Rising is gonna get more hype in June when there's no other bigger games coming out. You know what I mean? Yeah, there might be a few indie hits here and there coming out. But you're gonna be the star of that month, you know, and you're gonna be the main motherfucker that month. You know what I mean? Maybe you won't beat Call of Duty, you probably won't beat Grand Theft Auto 5 or whatever, but you'll be in third place, Gunny. That's a good place to be at. Not like this month, you fucking release in December, you're gonna be in last place because Cyberpunk is taking all the fucking sales and no one has money to buy other games.
Yeah, hopefully it will. I don't know. Yeah, but that's the mentality. Get it out before Christmas, man. Make the most money.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, Valhalla. Yeah, they just released all of them all at once, pretty much.
Yeah, like I get it, right? They're trying to make their investors
and
happy.
I had to skip. See, that's true. I had to skip Watch Dogs too.
Exactly, because they're trying to make their investors happy, right? Like, oh, look how many sales we had of all these games right at the end of last year. It's like, yeah, man, but you could have had way more sales or like, maybe a little bit more hype had you released Watch Dogs earlier in the year.
But maybe they're happier because they did get it out before Cyberpunk. Like, fine. Like, well, that's good that they probably did delay it till December 10th.
Man, but
got it all out.
I just personally, Gunny, that's what I'm saying. They need to really stop being so fucking boomer and get with the times, Gunny. It's fucking 2020, dude. The times are changing, Gunny, all right? The new generation of people that are buying shit don't want to buy it the boomer way, Gunny. Stores are done, Gunny. Coronavirus has showed us that there's no more physical retail, Gunny. Shit is done.
Brick and mortar is going bye-bye.
Yes. The death of the mom and pop shops, the death of fucking little stores, little boutique shops and shit. It's all dying, Gunny. All that shit's gonna be fucking done, dude.
You know, I was watching.
Future is big box. Like, you want big box, Gunny? You know where you're gonna go? Walmart, Costco, Best Buy, Target. Yeah. That's it, motherfucker. Everything else is gonna be gone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the name of the game, dude. And I think that like, there's always going to be a market for like buying something physical in person and seeing it and feeling it and buying it. But if coronavirus has showed anyone anything, is that video games don't need physical. Video games don't need it. They don't. You just digital, dude. It's like Netflix, dude. Everyone thought Netflix was stupid. Oh, who the fuck's gonna not buy a DVD disc?
I remember I was upset about that as a boomer. I was like, what the hell?
Who the hell? Blu-ray will always look better than this streaming shit, Gunny. It's always going to look better in Blu-ray. You know? It's like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever, man. Like, cool. You play.
Even the wife tells me, like, you going out to the mail to check to see if your disc is there, you boomer? Right? Oh, that's my kid that calls me a boomer.
Yeah, you fucking, you know, everyone I remember people would always say, well, Blu-ray looks so much better. Blu-ray is the shit. Like, yeah, okay, cool, man, but you're paying like $40 for that Blu-ray. I paid $9 for Netflix. And I got like 1,000 movies. You get that one movie, dude. Like, okay. Yeah.
But eventually I did evolve. I was like, fine, I'll sign up for this thing. This
I'm just
Netflix
saying,
online.
video games, I feel like is the one thing that is being like almost held back kind of by boomer mentality market type shit, where like these companies, remember they would always release on Tuesday or what the fuck was it, Tuesday? No, they really don't give a fuck.
It always had to be a Tuesday. And then I remember when we go back to the last generation of consoles where, 2 generations ago. So let's say Xbox 360, PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, when games wanted to come out on a Friday, and I think I just remember some specifically, it was like Battlefield or something. It was like EA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And then it was like,
no,
but
you
it was
remember?
the talk of the town, wasn't it? It was like, you're trying to release on a Friday? Like, games don't come out on a Tuesday.
Oh, my. No, I remember when they did the thing who was it? It was I'm pretty sure it was EA that started it.
Yeah, I remember what it was.
EA are assholes, right? They're the ones that always try to monetize everything. These motherfuckers were the first ones to start doing the thing where like, hey, Gunny, you want to play Battlefield 4?
I love, Battlefield
Gunny,
4. How is the hype?
Gunny,
get it.
Gunny, you want to play Battlefield 4?
I want to play online.
Gunny, do you want to play this on Tuesday?
Yes.
Right,
yes.
Gunny,
Isn't that when it comes out? Tuesday. Cool.
No, Gunny, but let me tell you something, Gunny. Give me $50 more. It comes out on Friday for you.
Ooh.
$50 more.
Hold on. Oh. Okay, here, take my money. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Those motherfuckers were the ones that did it. They would charge people extra money, and then premium editions or whatever would be the ones that come out early,
I remember that I had to wait. Yeah.
Assholes. They're the ones that did that shit. Oh, Battlefield Premium. You buy the premium and you get it like 3 days early or whatever the fuck. Like it was such a difference, dude. Like,
isn't that what we were playing with discs anyway? No. Well, kind of towards the end, a lot of things were digital, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. A lot of things were on the 360, but still, man.
You had the option.
Those motherfuckers are the ones that monetized everything. They didn't give a fuck. They're like, you're going to make money off of these fucking gamers left and right. We don't give a shit, Gunny. They're going to pay us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old days.
But anyways, let's move on to some news, Gunny.
News time.
Let's get into some news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Twitch news.
Beep, beep, beep. Breaking news.
Twitch is removing blind playthrough tag in response to feedback from disabled players.
What?
Oh my. Who the fuck wrote this? This is from PC Gamer. Blind people can still play video games. Okay. It says here, as proved by Zoe Espinoza, the blind Mortal Kombat badass. But that's not what the blind playthrough tag on Twitch highlighted. Instead, it was used to collect streams where players went into games ignorant of their mechanics and story. So you would say, "Hey, Gunny, I'm gonna do a blind playthrough of, I don't know, fucking Assassin's Creed. I don't know nothing, Gunny. I don't know nothing about this or anything. And people would tag it as blind playthrough. And apparently now the tag has been deleted. And Twitch director of community and creator marketing Aaron Wayne tweeted, "You can still use, quote, first playthrough or opt to use it in combination with, quote, no spoilers for the same sentiment." Apparently was, who knows that, I don't know. They don't really know why they did it. Most people are saying that they just did it to like be more sensitive to blind gamers, I guess, or blind people.
Yeah, I was reading some of the comments earlier. It was just talking about, just it was probably people that weren't blind or something. I don't know, that were complaining about it. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
But yeah, I saw like a clip of this guy they were talking about, that Zoe Espinoza.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but they were like doing I'm just trying to see like it wasn't just button mashy. I was like, holy crap, he's actually kicking some ass playing this game. It was amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that with Twitch. Good job, Twitch, being 2020. Whoa. Moving on now to more news. Epic says no in-person Fortnite in 2020. Oh, in 2021. Oh, Gunny.
Yeah.
Bah, bah, bah. Coronavirus. Coronavirus is changing the world. Everything is digital. Epic Games has now posted a statement that might not surprise you. It's not planning any in-person Fortnite events globally in 2021. That very specifically includes the Fortnite World Cup. It says here, Fortnite will continue to have online events throughout the year. Fortnite Champion Series or FNS, whatever the fuck this is called, FNCS Trios. Events will continue through 2021, but that's really it. Oh, Fortnite Champion Series, FNCS. So the FNCS for Chapter 2, Season 5 is set to begin February 4, 2021. This date allows plenty of time for players to adjust to the new season and give our team more time to make adjustments before FNCS play. So there's that. I guess if you play Fortnite and you're a champion, look forward to not playing with people in person. Cool. Moving on to more news. Xbox is now teasing a new marketing push this week, Gunny, featuring Master Chief. Oh, yeah.
Master Chief? Ooh, Xbox news.
Yeah, Xbox is gearing up for the next step in its quote on its hashtag Power Your Dreams marketing campaign, Gunny, which has been used throughout the launch of the Xbox Series X and S. This new ad, which is due to drop December 7th, tomorrow, looks like it's going to feature Master Chief in some capacity. Says here, with Halo Infinite due in 2021, any new Xbox ad that features Master Chief is likely to draw speculation and whip up excitement, and they have a teaser for it. Power your dreams, Gunny. Power your dreams.
Power your dreams. I'm hyped for whatever it is.
It's a fucking trailer, Gunny. Who cares?
It could be a really good game.
It's fucking Halo Infinite, dude. Like, what?
Oh, that game's not coming out. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to more news, talking about Activision and Netflix. Gaming giant Activision is taking Netflix to court over what the Call of Duty company says it's a pattern of unethical and illegal behavior on the streaming company's part for poaching executives. That's right, this is all related to Spencer Newman, the former Activision's chief financial officer, who left the gaming company in 2018 to join Netflix as its top finance executive. In his lawsuit, which was obtained by Deadline, Activision said Netflix unapologetically recruits talent without regards to its ethical and legal obligations to shape its workforce to its desires. Netflix not only ruthlessly fires its own employees that it deems adequate, but is engaged in years-long campaign of unlawfully poaching executives from Netflix competitors, regardless of the contractual obligations. Activision claims Netflix is disregarding California law, including the labor code, with its actions. According to Activision, Netflix knowingly induced Newman to breach his employment contract with Activision. Making matters worse, Netflix engaged in tortious conduct with Activision when Newman's assistant was negotiating with Netflix over a commercial partnership to distribute Activision's linear media content. Netflix then proceeded to induce Newman to breach his fiduciary obligations to Activision, thereby obtaining yet another an unfair and unethical advantage over Activision, one of Netflix competitors. Well, cool.
You know, it's like, I don't know, like, it's...
Dude, let's put it real here, Gunny.
They're salty.
I have a friend, right? He works for a big tech company here in Oregon. You might guess which one. But he says he works in the finance department, so he does a lot of their. He works with their finance teams. They do all the books and the finances and shit. And he says that most people at his job, what he does, they work in like pods, he's part of a group, and this group does a certain part of finance for the company, like they're focused on this thing, and then every so often you move to a different pod or whatever, a different group, and you're focused on different finances for different parts of the company. For research, for marketing, for lab, for whatever, new technologies, AI, or whatever the fuck. But he says a lot of his people, a lot of his coworkers, they want to get transferred to Silicon Valley, near where you live, Gunny.
Yeah, south.
And the reason they want to get transferred down there, Gunny, is so they can get poached by other tech companies. So these workers are willing to get poached, and they don't give a fuck. It's like, if I make more money here, of course I'm going to go work for this other company. You know what I mean? Like, why not? There's and there's quite a few, and they're all like in a cluster down here. Yeah, they all work. Literally, Facebook is like right next to the other fucking companies. It's like Netflix is there. Apple, Google, all these motherfuckers are right there.
Yeah, Google's like a little bit spread out, but it's like where like Apple now has that one central hub, but big gates, so you can't. I'm sure he did that. Bezos did that for a reason. Is it Bezos? Yeah, Apple.
Amazon. That's Amazon.
I think it was anyway, so
Tim Cook is Apple. Cook.
So I'm sure that him and the guy before him, whatever, like you build this big fortress thing, so nobody can get in here and nobody's allowed out for lunch. Like we're gonna make you your own food, so you can't just be out there getting poached.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But as far as like laws go and stuff like that, like I understand there's like different contracts, but isn't it nowadays like everybody's just kind of like at will employment?
Most people are, but like I'm assuming like big people like executives and shit. I'm sure they have some kind of contract.
Yeah, they probably have.
Because you're not paying someone like take for example the CEO of Disney. He makes like $50 million a year or something. You're not paying someone $50 million a year to like just so you could just leave whenever you. Hey, Gunny, thanks for the paycheck for this year. I quit next week. I'm out, motherfucker. Give me all my shit. Give me my gold parachute. I'm leaving this motherfucker. Burn to the ground. I don't give a fuck.
Here's $50 million. Here's your
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Present.
Here's your $20 million going away, quitting present. Like no, dude. Like there's I'm pretty sure a lot of those people have contracts that say like you must work with us for 5 years or 6 years or 2 years or 1 year or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a good percentage of them that they get recruited from other countries, right? And when they come from Poland and they come from Australia and China and the UK, right? And they come over and they're on that work visa, I think, for 4 years. And that can be extended. That can keep going.
Yep.
And it's probably that too. That's a part of it. You're going to come work for us, not go work over at Apple.
So on here to more news, Gunny. Neil Druckmann has been promoted to co-president of Naughty Dog. That's right. Neil Druckmann, the creative director of Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us 1 and 2, has now been promoted to Naughty Dog's co-president. Druckmann he's been serving as the vice president of Naughty Dog for almost 3 years now. Filling in the vice president role are now Alison Mori, who was previously Naughty Dog's director of operations, and Christian Gerling, who was previously the co-director of programming. And pretty much people are being promoted at Naughty Dog, and I look forward to seeing what Naughty Dog has up their sleeve, man. Like, what's next for them? They're not doing Uncharted. You think they're doing Uncharted next? Another Uncharted?
I think they are. But I know there was like some kind of end to that. And then what was the game with the zombies and the motorcycles?
Oh, but that wasn't Naughty Dog. Was a fucking game with the motorcycles. What the fuck was that?
I just threw that at you. I'm like, yeah,
I'm trying to fucking find that game. What is that game called?
You got a better memory than I do.
I just played it nothing.
I'm only like a few hours into that game. I thought that was Naughty Dog as well. But
Deacon St. John. I know that's the name of the
I remember those two guys. Yeah.
Deacon St. John. Oh,
That game looks beautiful, man.
PS4 Days Gone. Days Gone.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to make a second one? There was something I read earlier this week about it. You know, it wasn't that successful and they didn't sell a lot of copies, but
no, I don't know, man. But it wasn't Naughty Dog who made that one. It was Sony Interactive Entertainment Bend Studio.
Okay.
But yeah.
Same console, different studio.
Yeah, pretty much the same family of studios. So, it's like the same people. Pretty much, Naughty Dog has only been working on Uncharted and The Last of Us 2 for the last 9 years, 10 years almost. Because, I mean, before Uncharted 3, the last thing they made was Jax 3. That was in 2004.
Wow.
And then Uncharted came out in 7? Yeah, so that was 2007 that came out. So, yeah, so like it's for the last 13 years or whatever, they've been working on Uncharted only, man, so that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Moving on to more news, Gunny. Dragon Age 4. Speaking of EA earlier. Dragon Age 4. It's getting its next reveal at the Game Awards.
And that is, by the time you listen to this, well, actually, I think it's Thursday.
I'm not watching it. I'm playing Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah, good timing, huh? Good timing for the gaming awards.
I'm playing and they're going to be like, and hashtag Twitter is going to be like me tweeting at them, hey guys, Cyberpunk is really good. Jesus Walks a Lot tweeted at us saying, hashtag Cyberpunk is really good. Hey Phil, nice jacket. Cyberpunk is really good.
I'm sure Phil will be there. I didn't see him being there, but Philame, whatever, the dude that works now for GameStop.
Gunny, let me tell you something, Gunny. No one's going to be there. Coronavirus, dude. Ain't no one there. They're not going to have the orchestra.
They're 6 feet apart, and they're all going to be wearing masks.
No one's going to be there, dude. It's going to be like some fucking digital thing with like Jeff Keighley standing in front of a green screen somewhere in his house or something. Hey guys.
Everybody on Zoom and Skype calls.
Hey guys, we're gonna have this orchestra play 10 minutes of Cyberpunk music and Watch Dogs music and The Last of Us 2 The Last of Us 2 music, and they're all gonna be playing off of the Zoom call. Each instrument player has gonna be tied into the Zoom call, and they're all gonna play at the same time. Ready, guys? Go. And it's going to show like all the orchestra playing from home over Zoom or some shit, like ain't no one going to...
Telephone quality.
Ain't no one going to be there, dude. It's coronavirus time, man.
Hey, but you know what does have the good trailers? Besides Dragon Age 4, there might be something that comes out of that. But I know you, Jesus, you're going to be like, yeah, I checked it out on YouTube the next day, and it's pretty badass. Like, I didn't have to watch 3 hours of this shit. Right.
Gunny, the thing is, the video game awards are cool to watch for me because I get to see like my boy Phil out there with this cool jacket, He's got the cool jacket and he's up there talking with Jeff Keighley about whatever the fuck he's talking about with him. And I see Reggie and I see my boy Major Nelson sitting down right there, everyone's chilling, everyone's being cool and shit. And then you got the orchestra playing like 20 minutes of Red Dead music for no reason. And God of War music for 20 fucking minutes, and they don't shut up. They just keep playing, and it's like...
Yeah, they went on for a while, didn't they?
It's like, okay, guys, you guys can stop playing now. We get it, bro. Like, Red Dead was cool, man. Like, you guys don't have to play it throughout, like, fucking 30 hours of fucking Red Dead music, but okay.
Yeah, they played every soundtrack. They did. It went on for a long time.
And like this year, what's it going to be, man? It's going to be Jeff Keighley in front of some green screen in his house on Skype, on Twitch, talking about, hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're here to show trailers. Here's a trailer by Ubisoft for that new Ubisoft game. Yeah. What's that Ubisoft?
Sure.
Hey, Gunny, what's that Ubisoft game coming out with the pig? And it was super popular last year.
Oh, yeah. Good and Evil? No.
Beyond Good and Evil, right?
Beyond Good and Evil, yeah. Is that game ever coming out? I have no idea.
I don't fucking know.
I remember when that game was free, and it was free on the Xbox 360. It could have been the PS3, and then I remember downloading it thinking, yeah, it's not for me. It's
I know.
It wasn't
so old, dude.
But watching that trailer, I remember watching that. It
was a cool
E3.
trailer. It was a cool.
It was pretty badass.
Yeah.
It looked really, really good.
Yeah, that shit looked fucking dope. With the fucking it looked really fucking cool. That whole thing looked really cool. But yeah, I don't know whatever happened to that game. It's like they were like super they brought it, they announced it, they had a lot of hype around it, and then they just kind of like oh, we're gonna shelf it for a little bit. Like, let's release Watch Dogs 2 first. And this whatever the fuck game, Immortals Fenyx Unicorns, whatever. Let's put this out first.
Riding Unicorns Rising. Yes, that's that one.
Let's put that out first. Anyways, Dragon Age 4 is getting a major next gen reveal. I mean, all right, so what I'm really hyped about with this, Gunny, is Dragon Age 4, if anything, say this game comes out next year, it hopefully, what I'm hoping for the console players, because don't get me wrong, guys, I talk a lot of shit about consoles, but I still have a PS4 Pro, I still got a Switch, I'm probably going to get a PS5. This is probably going to look really good on next gen, right? It should, right? If they haven't released it yet and they've been developing one of the new consoles, they can't use that excuse of, well, we don't have enough time to make it for next gen, Gunny.
What do you mean?
Gunny, we didn't have enough time. Well, what's the excuse?
Cyberpunk situation? Is that what you mean?
No. I'm talking Assassin's Creed Valhalla situation.
Oh, with the PS5 and the Xbox.
The reason Assassin's Creed Valhalla keeps saying, well, the reason it runs better on the PS5 is because we had more time with the PS5. It's like,
I know.
You're full of shit, bro. Come on, man. Really? Really? You got the world's most powerful console right there to work with, and you're saying that Microsoft didn't give you enough time? Really? Really, Gunny?
Who knows what's really going on there? There's a couple other situations. I know Phil addressed it. And then, you know what he started talking about? My Uncle Phil started talking about
what?
That toxic gamer.
What do you mean?
That tribalism, man. That's what he was speaking about. Tribalism.
Man. Shut up, Phil.
We need more mindfulness in 2020.
Phil, look, man. Let me tell you something, Gunny. All right? Let me tell you something. Competition brings out the best in people.
That is true.
If Usain Bolt had never had to run against anyone else, then he would never know he's the fastest person alive.
That is true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the best boxer in the world didn't have to fight any other boxers, then how the fuck does he prove he's the best boxer in the world? He's the champion. How does he prove that, Gunny? How does he prove? All right, if Xbox doesn't like tribalism, why is their marketing tagline "World's Most Powerful Console"? Wouldn't they just say? Why don't they just say Xbox Xbox Series X? It's an Xbox.
Just play it here.
Yeah, or something like that, right? Why do they have to put the tagline "World's Most Powerful Console"? If he's talking about, well, there should be no tribalism. Well, why are you using taglines to say you're more powerful than PS5? You know?
Good point.
It's what I'm saying.
I'm all about it. I mean,
what I'm saying, dude, is competition is human nature to be competitive. I think no matter what, Gunny, humans have always been competitive against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I watched the I read the article. I watched him do his little thing, but it was also where you never. That's one thing where okay, if you take like the NFL football, right, and you say you've never seen. I can't think of any one person, but nobody's come out and said, I'm tired of those people just always hating on my San Francisco 49ers. Right? No, I invite that shit. Come on, bring it on, man. Right? Don't I do this? Don't I hate my Niners?
Like people, like don't get me wrong, the Cowboys are doing fucking shit this year, but like I'm always a Cowboys fan and I will always stand by them. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah,
competition, man. It's there. It's in the nature of people to be competitive, and it's even like I know that like to the console gamers, PC gamers are like every PC gamer is a PC gamer. Like fuck the PC nerds, right? But if people knew that in the PC world there is elite PC gamers and like hobo PC gamers. All right, Gunny?
Yes.
You kind of know this, Gunny, because you're in the PC world also, right?
Absolutely. I've met a
There's the PC gamer that's like let's say this is throwing I'm throwing Evan Tanaka under the bus. Let's say a PC gamer like Evan Tanaka. He has a 990 graphics card or whatever, So we're gonna call him the hobo PC gamer. I'm not saying you're a hobo PC gamer, Evan, but I'm just using it as an example.
He could be on a 1080p screen for all we know.
Yeah, right. He's on a 1080p screen, fucking hobo ass shit, playing fucking. He could barely run Red Dead like on low. You know what I mean? And then there's people like us who are running 2080 supers and shit. And we could run shit a little bit higher resolution, right? So we're thinking, oh, we're pretty fucking good, right? But no, dude, there's people out there with like 3090s and like fucking 60 gigs of RAM and like crazy fucking i9 super fucking fast processors and crazy shit, Gunny, with fucking super NVMe M.2 drives all over their fucking PC. They got like 20 terabytes of that shit.
900 watt golden platinum power supplies. Yeah.
And they're the super elite PC gamers, So like it's there between everything, man. Like you can't just say like, oh, their tribalism is stupid. Like, no, man, tribalism it brings out the best in you. It brings out the best in whatever you do, Like even in the PC world, like say fuck whatever, like say fuck the hobo PC gamers from the big elite PC gamers. In the PC world, there's AMD versus Nvidia. That alone will piss off some gamers, you know what I mean?
I've seen some heated discussions over
like,
that.
Fuck you, your fucking AMD card fucking sucks, bro. Like, Nvidia has all the ray tracing, and then AMD comes out and they're like, well, guess what, motherfucker? Like, Assassin's Creed only does ray tracing on the AMD cards, It's like shit like that, It's like, it's always gonna happen, dude. And like, so like this whole bullshit of like Phil Spencer talking about we shouldn't be tribalism, we shouldn't, like, I get what he's trying to say. I guess the message he's trying to give out is he doesn't want to make it extreme, but there's still competition. There's still, it's not like he wants Sony to beat them, but he's saying like we don't want Sony to die either. It's kind of the way I look at it. Because I don't either, dude. Think about it. If Sony goes away, Gunny, then who the fuck does Microsoft has to go against with the consoles? Nintendo?
Yeah. Right, exactly. Careful what you wish for, especially as a Sony pony or an Xbox. I mean, because we kind of do need each other for...
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good example. I've said it before on the show. We would not have Game Pass if it wasn't for, this... I look at it and back to the failure of the Xbox One launch. Right? I think that's when they were like, hey, we're buying studios. Let's come out with this, subscription-based service. And I see the Sony ponies shitting on, I'm not into this games for service.
Game Pass is stupid. I like to buy my games. I like to own my games, Gunny. I like to actually buy my games, Gunny. I don't... Gunny?
Yeah, what's up, man?
I like to buy my games. I like to buy Sea of Thieves. I like to buy Gears of War. I like to buy him. I spend $60. I like to buy my games. I like to own them forever. It's like... Alright. Let me tell you something, guys.
Go buy them.
as long as Xbox is around, I can almost guarantee that Game Pass will be around.
You think so? You think this thing will last?
If Xbox dies, that's when Game Pass will die. That's when your Game Pass library won't exist anymore. But guess what? If Xbox dies, all the games you've ever purchased on Xbox are gone. That whole your whole idea, the whole mentality of I'm gonna own these forever goes away the very moment Xbox dies. The moment Xbox dies, your entire library is going to be gone. They're not going to keep servers up so you can re-download these fucking games and keep them on your hard drive. And when you launch it on your console or whatever console you have, if Xbox Live is down, if they take it offline, your console's not going to be able to check if you own that game. They're not going to be able to check your license against the game that you have downloaded on your hard drive. They just won't. So it's going to be useless. It's going to be a useless download. It won't be able to verify that you own it, and it's just going to fucking not work. It won't launch it. You know what I mean? That's the whole way it works now, Gunny. Right now, you buy a digital game, right? Say you buy Cyberpunk. You download Cyberpunk onto your Xbox Series S. You launch it the day it comes out. When you're launching that, your Xbox is sending a signal to Microsoft headquarters in Redmond, Washington, and they're saying, hey, Gunny Chief is trying to log into this game. Does he own this? And they send the signal back saying, hey, yeah, he bought this game this day. He owns this copy. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, we're going to let him launch it. But say Xbox is gone. They fucking get rid of it. They go, you know what? We failed. PlayStation wins. PlayStation's the winner. Well, then all that shit's gone, dude. You know what I mean? So, I think that people should really... I say if the game is on Game Pass and you know it's an Xbox Studio, then just get it on Game Pass. Don't waste the money to buy the fucking game. You know what I mean?
Well, what I say is, I've said it here before, is that I say get it on Game Pass. Embrace this Game Pass thing. And if you love Gears of War 5, right, and you like Halo Infinite, who knows when it comes out, but you love it, but get it on Game Pass, right? You're paying for the subscription. Mm-hmm. And I say in 6 months, right, even though that it's still going to be there, but they're going to be like, hey, you also have this choice, right, because you're a Game Pass member. Even if you're not a Game Pass member or whatever, it's still like the game's like $30 or $20. Go buy it. Buy the premium edition. Purchase it. Go buy the disc, right? There you go. There's a good idea. GameStop's having a sale on Halo Infinite. Right, I mean, I'm just saying you have all these choices. You can still make this physical purchase. Yeah. You can still make the digital purchase. And like,
I get people, Pass, right? I get people collect, and there's a market for there's a market for all kinds of collectors. Think of any type of collecting. There's a market for that type of collector. I mean, I'm talking anything. Like I'm pretty sure there's a person out there that probably collects beer bottles and like. Like, oh, this beer bottle came out in 1955, and it was only printed once.
And the label's upside down, therefore it values at $50,000.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever, you know? Like, there's a person out there collecting Oculus Quest and Oculus shit, you know? Like, people collecting Xbox paraphernalia or whatever the fuck, you know? It's like...
You're a stamp collector, son.
So, like, again, if you're a collector, cool, man. If that's your hobby, if gaming is not your hobby and collecting is the actual hobby, and gaming is just a side thing, then yeah, sure, whatever, go buy it. But if gaming is your main thing, dude, save some money, man, and buy a fucking Game Pass. You know, and like, it's the truth, Gunny. We shouldn't wish, you know, for either console to die. I don't want Nintendo to ever go away, dude. You know, as much as I don't play Nintendo, and as much as you don't play Nintendo, as much as most of us don't play Nintendo, I don't feel like.
Right. No.
Nintendo is that company that always, and I think will always, no matter what, will have a special place in my heart. Because Nintendo is like that first kind of console that I really gamed on, you know what I mean? It's like that first machine, you know? It's like, and then I think that's why it's so big still. Like that's why it's so popular still, you know what I mean? Like Nintendo is Nintendo because we as parents are showing our kids Nintendo and Nintendo shit. You know what I mean? But like I feel later on as time goes on, there will be parents, you know, say 5-10 years from now, that grew up with like fucking Gears of War characters or Halo Chief, you know, not Halo Chief, Master Chief. You know, they grew up with that motherfucker, you know, and they're instead of telling their kid about Mario, they're telling their kid about Master Chief. Or they're telling their kid about whatever.
Astrobot.
You know, they're telling their kid about Crash, you know what I mean? Or Astrobot, or whatever, you know, and that's going to be the future, you know, but at the same time, I don't
Nathan
wish...
Drake, all those guys, yeah.
I don't wish Nintendo to ever go away, dude. Nintendo, you know, like, despite all the dumb shit they do sometimes, and like the weird, you know, like shit that they do a lot, Nintendo does a lot of weird shit. They still bring they still bring their own twist to gaming. Like I've never seen a Nintendo like do something and be like, oh well, that's Nintendo, you know, like that's just Nintendo, dude. That's what they're doing, you know, like take for example the fitness experience.
Yeah.
Nintendo really brought that to gaming. They kind of invented that almost, you know, with like the Wii and the Wii Sports and the Wii this and the Wii that, and they still continue to do it, you know.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And they had that the Wii board, and I remember buying one for my wife.
I saw the Ring Fit fucking circle the little ring at the store the other day at Fred Meyer's. I went there to look for PS5s and shit. And they had the Ring Fit, and I was like, oh, maybe I should buy that. I don't know.
You could have bought it and sold it on eBay for triple its price, because
they have like two of them that are available, like for $70 or whatever, $69. I know those things are hard to find, but like, yeah, like, you know, Nintendo has always got a special place, and I think in my heart, I think in most people's, you know, and I don't want any of those companies to die, dude. Like, really, because if say Nintendo goes away, then and say Nintendo and Xbox all went away, and there was only PlayStation left. If you don't think PlayStation would cost $1,000, you're fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, easily, right?
Because they got no competition, dude.
Yeah, right. It's just they would have no competition, and yeah. And then it would just be Steam. It would just be the PC, the big Steamers on PC doing their thing.
You know, but for PC, you fucking go and you ask the PC gamers, well, how much does it cost to get on PC? Well, it costs $1,000 to buy a PC. You know, well, it's like, well, fuck. Now you're thinking, well, I spent $1,000.
Well, then the games would go up. Would they not? Would they not go up on Steam if they were, let's say they were $90 on the PlayStation 6, right? Would they not be $90 on Steam? Yeah, it would all...
Everything would go.
It would all be thrown out of whack, right? We need this competition for sure.
Yeah, competition is good for a capitalist society, Gunny. That's why we should become socialist. Yeah, woo! I'm just fucking with you. I know you're boomer, Gunny. I know you don't believe in that, Gunny.
I don't believe in that crap, Gunny. You know, not that way.
So we want to more news here. Sabrent is close to launching a massive capacity 16 terabyte SSD for consumers.
Whoa! So that tells me this is like something that big business was using.
Me, something I'm gonna use on my PC.
Mayo.
Me and May are gonna be using this to download the Mayo Pass. Says here, larger capacity SSDs for consumer market are coming, and not surprisingly, Sabrent is the driving force behind one of them. A 16 terabyte model in the 2.5 inch form factor, Gunny, with the SATA interface. That's right. This essentially means the focus is more on capacity than it is on speed. So yeah.
I'm looking here for the speeds, because that's something that Mayo taught me when looking at HDD drives, right? Or the actual hard drive.
I'm looking for a speed here, but yeah, there's no.
What
okay,
is the
so
top speed? Oh, here it is.
No, there's no speed available for it yet. It says that it won't be very fast, but it will be very big. But there's another company called Phison, and they demoed a prototype, and the prototype was a 16 terabyte SSD, and that apparently reads at 550 megabytes per second, and it writes at about 530 megabytes per second. As a point of reference here, it says that Crucial's MX500 1 terabyte, as that's the best. Apparently, that's the best SSD for gaming, is rated to deliver around 560 megabytes and 510 write of sequential read and write performance, respectively. So, it's going to be pretty good. I mean, what speed does the Xbox Series X write at and read at?
That I don't know.
Just look it up.
Yeah. What is the PS5?
No, they're way faster. Yeah, they're way faster. Because I mean, I think Xbox is at 4,000 megabytes per second or something like that, and this is only 500. But this is such a huge hard drive. That's why.
Yeah. That's a lot. You can fit a lot of games on there for sure.
16 terabytes is a fucking ton, dude. So many. But yeah. So it says here that the Xbox does like 2.4 gigabytes. So that's 2,400 megabytes, right?
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Like
Isn't
I fired up.
Isn't a
Immortals.
gigabyte 1,000 megabytes? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. A gigabyte is 1,000 megabytes or something like that. So yeah, so it's way faster, but still, like you get the idea. That means that hard drives are getting bigger. Eventually, they're going to get faster, and then they'll get cheaper. Hopefully,
that's what we want. We want cheaper, faster, and cheaper,
and larger.
Bigger drives.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But 16's a lot. I think I would be happy with 8. Like that for me, that's the sweet spot.
Me too. I think 8 would be good.
I'm sure
even 6, even 5. Even 5 would be good. Move on to more news here. Let's talk about some PlayStation news for our PlayStation fans out there. The Temtem Early Access. Temtem. You guys have heard me speak of this Pokemon clone. It's coming to Early Access, guys, on Tuesday.
I recommend checking this out. It's a good game.
Are you excited, Gunny? Comes out Tuesday the 8th. So,
damn, I never get on my. Oh, did they say PS5 or is it on the PS4 as well?
Just your PS5.
Damn it. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I've got a 4 Pro. Bring it over there. But I'm sure, no doubt, this game will, like, once it's fleshed out and it's about to come out and release, we'll also, I hope that we will see a Temtem early access on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox Series. All of them. All the consoles. Bring it over.
That game is so good. I'm so happy for the PS5 player. That game is really fucking good. For like a clone of Pokemon or whatever that it is, it's really fucking good, dude. Like it's
for someone like me that doesn't play Pokemon and playing that on the Mayo Pass. Like, hey, I got a good solid 4 hours out of that game.
Yeah, and it's not like even if you've never like if you've never played Pokemon, this is what Pokemon is. That game really. They do such a good job of, like, capturing that whole feeling of, like, capturing a fucking Pokemon-looking thing or whatever. And, like, it's a really good fucking game. They've done it such a good job with it. Anyways, Connie, move on to some more news here. Let's move on to some more news. Let's talk about... The stock shortages continue for your PS5 and your Xboxes out there in the world. And that doesn't seem to end anytime soon. So there's that.
Yeah, keep searching for your new console. Keep going onto those sites.
Yeah.
Check Twitter. That's what I say. Check Twitter. Follow Wario64. And IGN Deals or something like that.
Yeah, on top of that, I mean, they're saying that, like, pretty much across the technology world, There hasn't been a lot of good launches this year entirely. Like I remember we spoke about this so many months ago, Gunny, when we were talking about coronavirus and all this shit. We warned people, right? We told people, like, be prepared for, like, not finding anything on the shelf. Because guess what? If China is fucking shutting down, all right? They're the ones that make all of our shit.
Yeah.
So if they're not working, that means we're not getting shit, Gunny. All right? So there's that. So let's look.
We are
let's
very
look,
much dependent on them.
Let me give you some prices right now, Gunny, for the different new hotness, the new things out there for tech. For the PS5, we got the disc version. It retails for $499.99. Guess what the street price average is, Gunny?
Ooh, man.
Street price
I know.
average.
There was, because I was looking at, I'm just going to say this, I was looking at articles and different things, and, and I see these bots, and they're buying them up live on Twitch, and it's like, I think they were going for $1,000, right?
Yep, $1,024 is the average street price for a PS5 disc edition. How about a digital edition, Gunny?
800?
$990.
Damn.
Not much cheaper. Yeah. For an Xbox Series X, the retail price is $499.99. Guess what the retail price is on the streets, Gunny?
Let's go.
This is the Price is Right with Gunny.
I know. Yeah,
what do you bet, Gunny? $1.
$8.50.
You're really close, Gunny. That is $8.35 for the Series X. How about your S, Gunny? How much would you sell your S for right now? How much do you think you can get?
So my S, I paid $299. Street price would be $500.
$471.
Ooh.
It's the average. All right, let's talk about PC tech here. The big and mighty, powerful, and brand new, spanking, super powerful GPU, the NVIDIA RTX 3090, Gunny, the most powerful graphics card in the world. Retails at $1,499. How much do you think it's going for right now on the average?
$2,000.
So, yep, $2,076. Woo!
I remember my son was telling me they were $1,280 or something like that, and he had told me that recently.
How about the NVIDIA RTX 3080, the little brother of the 3090? It retails for $699, which is way cheaper than the $1,499. But guess how much it retails for? Like if you're buying this off of somebody, or the average price they would charge.
$1,100.
$1,227, Gunny. $1,227. Let's go for the 3070, Gunny. We're doing all the prices here. It's 3070, Gunny.
I'm doing pretty good, though.
$499, Gunny. How much does it retail for in the streets?
I'm going for, let's see, $770.
$819. Woo! You're really close, Gunny. You're really close.
Yeah. I'm just inflating it in my mind. Here's what I'm doing for street prices.
All right, how about the NVIDIA?
I never go to eBay.com, never.
How about the RTX 3060 Ti? It retails for $399, Gunny.
I'm going with...
This released like last week.
$620.
$675. Ooh. That just released like last Friday. Like it was like really like not even that long ago. Because they released the 3090 like a month ago. And then they released the 3080 right after it. And then they released the 3070 at the same time, I think. But this new 3060 and shit, and maybe even the 3070, they came out like a month later. Like they delayed the launch of that supposedly to have more stock. More stock.
Yeah.
And they had no stock. Let's talk about AMD's brand spanking new, Gunny, super hot, off the shelf AMD RX 6800 XT, the most advanced AMD GPU you can buy for $649. How much would you pay for this in the streets, Gunny?
I would probably I would pay up to, let's see, $980. $980 is what I'm going to pay.
Nope. The average retail price will charge you $1,232.
Oh, way off. It's the new hotness.
So that one's like super new.
I was being generous. Yeah.
How about the AMD RX 6800? Not the XT version, but just the 6800. It retails for $579. How much, Gunny?
$760 for the hobo version.
$841, Gunny. These things are fucking expensive. Jesus Christ.
Again, I'm being generous.
Oh my God, dude. These, and it's like, and you know the shitty part is, dude, that like I'm not even kidding, Gunny. All the companies do it, Xbox and PlayStation, and I don't know if they're the ones telling the retailers to do this, but what's up with the retailers saying like, hey, going on Twitter and being like, hey guys, at 11 a.m. Pacific time, go get your Xbox. Or at 11:30, go get your PS5. You know, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why not just let people walk into the store and buy them? You let people walk into your store and buy groceries and shit. Like,
well, that was the old hobo. That was the boomer way, if you remember. Right?
But it is the boomer way. But this whole like giving people a time, like how about just randomly put it up then? Just randomly like make them available.
I think if they did randomly put it up, and then I think people would be more upset because they were just like, I don't even know what happened. Like it just was there at like 6:30 p.m.
It was just there.
I know what you're saying, but the bots are going to grab it either way, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, and when I say bots, I'm talking about these people that pay those.
They literally pay it.
Yeah, $35 to $100 a month to grab it for you. Maybe that's the way to go, right? Go buy that service. Go
buy the
be
bots.
That person.
Go buy the bots.
Go be that trashy person. It's going to be $100. Go pay an extra. It's only an extra $100, right? If you're paying the bot service.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably more, but depending on what the product is.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, but like you said, big box is kind of going away unless it's a Costco or whatever. But I remember people were lined up for the new, what is it? The 3070s or 80s, whatever the fuck it was, whatever.
2080s, 20.
Yeah. And then this was like a few months ago, right? And then they did kind of line up and there was, it was a 10-mile long line at Micro Center, but, and of course they were doing the online thing as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I personally think that like, all this tech stuff is not gonna get any better. I don't think. Like I said, dude, coronavirus has really changed everything, and it really has affected like China, dude. And China makes a lot of our shit. Like they literally make almost every Xbox, every PS5. Almost every graphics card that comes here, you know what I mean? Like and if they don't make them there specifically, they make some kind of component that goes into those fucking things there.
Correct.
They make the motherboard, the fucking whatever.
Well, it has to leave there to go to its respective country to be completed, or it's completed in China, right? Or vice versa.
Or there's built there.
Everybody is dependent on each other in so many ways, right? Whether it be China, Taiwan, Korea, Philippines, I mean, all these different factories and different parts of Asia and man,
it's kind of shitty. Like personally, man, I guess that's why I said earlier in the show, I'm kind of done with like the whole Corona thing. Like, I'm over it, dude. Like,
it's a real setback, is it not? For just kind of everything, including
for everything, in our personal life, I think it also is a setback. But like for everything. In the hobbies that we are involved in, like whether you're involved in sports and whatever, like it's always setback for everything, dude. Because in sports, you can't go see a sporting event live. And like, say you're into movies. What movies have come out this year besides movies that were filmed last year?
I think it wasn't MGM that just announced, or it was another large studio that just announced they're gonna do the HBO Max or something for all their movies.
Wasn't it WB?
Maybe it was WB. It might have been MGM or WB. One of those two.
Yeah, it was one of those. But they
bid on it. Like literally, it was going to be.
Oh, it was Warner Media. Warner Media. Yeah.
They're another big company that, because I mean, I get it. Like they're like what the fuck do? We got to cut a deal with somebody at some point.
Yeah,
we can't just sit on this movie.
you either fucking say we're gonna put our movies on Netflix, or we're gonna put our movies on Hulu, or we're gonna put our movies on HBO. Like, someone's gonna pay you for them. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get your money somehow. And I think right now one of the premium, I guess I would say premium experiences is HBO Max, because I mean, it's $15 a month. I guess what is Netflix now? Like $18 a month, 17, 16?
I haven't. My wife canceled it a year ago because we've been using Amazon Prime. And
yeah, same here. I use Amazon Prime, but didn't it go up recently to like $17 or $18?
It did, yeah. Like I think a couple weeks ago it went up.
Yeah, so like think about that. Like you go there, or you go to HBO, where it's known for kind of like big movies, you know, and like. It's kind of shitty personally, because I like movie theaters. I really do. Like, I feel more immersed in the movie when I watch him in movie theaters. You don't got the distraction of your phone or whatever going on, you know. Like you can fucking just focus on the movie.
I know every state in this country, in the United States, they're all kind of doing something different, and maybe there are a few movie theaters, you know, open and different depending on where you live and decided on your population. I only say this because I know I talked to an ex-coworker, and he's up in near Reno, Nevada, and he was talking about, oh man, like I did so good in bowling, you know, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, your bowling alley's open? He's like, oh yeah, you know. He goes, we don't have like 1 million people like you do, Gunny, you know. I was like, that's true. I never thought of that, you know. He goes, we're all wearing masks, by the way. You know, like, that's all. We have to do that. But, yeah. I would be surprised if his movie theaters open and they're all, like, 10 feet apart from each other. But, yeah. But, I mean, overall, it has definitely suffered with, you know, the fact that, yeah. I know, it's shitty, for sure. Yeah. I even asked my son, like, he asked me, like, what have you been playing anything good besides Immortals and Assassin's Creed, your city skylines, you boomer? And I was like, no, that's about it. Like, you know, I said, what have you been playing? You know, you millennial, you know? He's like, that's how we talk to each other. Going to pick up some Five Guys tonight. He's like, oh yeah, man, just playing my Minecraft. He loves that PvP mode. The kid's been playing that, and he hasn't been on Roblox lately, but yeah, I'm like, oh, so you're playing an old ass game, you know? It just kind of like hit me too. Like, I mean, I guess even with, we never had the stupid Rona thing, but still, like, would he still be playing Minecraft, you know? I mean, would there be something more? Yeah, we're definitely set back a full year or two, you know, technology wise and other forms of media. But
yeah,
keep seeing the impact of it. But I think that's all we had for news.
Whoa, Gunny, whoa. One more piece of news that I have here. What are you talking about, Gunny? The biggest release of the year is coming this week. Tell our listeners.
You got some cyberpunk news?
Tell the listeners what time they can play the games. For our London listeners and the London time zone, which is Greenwich Mean Time. Greenwich Mean Time, Gunny.
Greenwich Mean Time? What the hell are you talking about, mate? I have no idea.
It becomes available at 12 a.m. for our LA West Coast listeners, for the Pacific time listeners. It becomes available.
Seattle listeners.
It becomes available at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What the fuck? Okay, so it means at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. available on December 9th. For Sydney listeners, or people are listening in Sydney, Australia, which is what the time zone is? 11 a.m. AEDT. Which is that? Australian Eastern
Aussie time. It's Aussie time.
For our listeners in Singapore, it's going to become available at 8 a.m. What does HGT mean? Singapore, HGT. Singapore.
Shanghai.
Oh, that's Singapore Standard Time. Singapore
I don't
know. 8 a.m. for you guys, I guess. But, Yeah, man. Cyberpunk coming out this week, Gunny. What do you look forward to in that game?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of hype for the game, only because I haven't been. I think. I definitely want that immersiveness from this game. I want a good story.
Me
That's
too.
what I want. You know, and you know me, you guys. I love my action games. I want some really good, solid shooting. And I've been holding back. I have not watched the 45 minutes of gameplay or an hour and 45 minutes. I try to steer away from that stuff in the last several years. I never want to spoil too much for myself.
Yeah. Apparently, there's already leaks happening. There's a leak of the map of the city. There's other things going on that are leaked. But apparently, Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red warned people about the reviews coming out on, when was it? Thursday? To say fuck the reviews. Pretty much said fuck the reviews and like just play the game. Make your own review up. So it's kind of that.
There you go. Listen to this show. You'll hear. There's your review. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, we'll give you our thoughts and opinions. I'm gonna be playing Cyberpunk all day, Gunny. I'm gonna play it all day. I'm gonna fucking smoke.
Nice.
Meth.
I'll be super.
I'm gonna do all the meth
busy,
and stay up.
It's usually my busiest day is on Wednesday, so hopefully Thursday I get some time with it.
Yeah, Thursday. Don't sleep all night, Gunny. Just fucking stay up, dude, and play Cyberpunk all night.
I could just take a sick day.
Oh, there you go. Gunny getting a little bit of the Rona.
Oh, not feeling so good, boss. I got the sniffles and I feel a little hot. Yeah, feel the temperature rise. My boss would definitely be like, "Stay home." No, she might say, "Go get tested now." I don't want to do that.
Anyways,
lie.
We're done. We're done here, ladies and gentlemen. There was no questions this week, unfortunately.
No, I screwed up, guys. I apologize. I know with everybody's schedules, and we missed a show last week, and everything has just been in disarray. But no, I did want to touch on some things here, Jesus, and that is the old. We do have some fresh console quarter stuff here. And that is with PlayStation coming up first. So this is your PlayStation Plus games for December. You have 3 games. Worms Rumble. I'm going to check this out. I'm going to turn on my PS4 tomorrow. That's when I play my PlayStation 4 Pros on Monday. The second one is Just Cause 4. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Even though I finished it, I'm a Just Cause fan, but those games never look good on console. Play it on PC. How about that? The third one is called Rocket Arena. This sounds like a free-to-play game. I don't even know what this is. But you get 3 PlayStation Plus games for the month of December.
Nice.
Moving over to the Xbox land here, we have your games for gold, and that is the Raven Remastered. Did you ever play the original Raven, Jesus?
No.
I did not.
The fuck is Raven?
I have no idea. I didn't even bother. I've been playing toggling between Valhalla and Immortals. I haven't even checked out the store lately. But get the Raven Remastered.
Is this the Raven Legacy of a Master Thief?
I'm not sure. I haven't even seen screenshots or gameplay or anything for it. So who knows if it was even OG Xbox or 360 era. But your backwards compatible game is Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. I'm trying to think here. I guess that did. Man, it says, I got to recheck this. Xbox 360. I thought this game came out for the Xbox One. I thought I played it on Xbox One.
You might have, because I think it did come out for the Xbox One, right? Was it?
Yeah, and
what was it called again?
Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. I played and completed this game. It's a lot of fun. It's so I get it. So that gentleman I talked about that who was game director for Immortals, he was talking about. I think he said he didn't work on this game, but it's definitely got the wings to it, and you could fly around, Johnny Gat flying around killing shit. but it's a cool game. I recommend that one. And over to Xbox Game Pass. We have a couple of good games, Jesus, on PC that are included in your subscription. And that first one is called Dragon Quest XI Space S, with a space in the middle, S, Echoes of an Elusive Age.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. What are these? Are like lighter Final Fantasy games? I know they're really popular with, maybe not this, our crowd of gamers here, but I don't know. It's $40 like on Steam, so it's got to be pretty good. And,
no, Gunny, no. Okay, now price doesn't mean anything is good, Gunny. All right.
But I hear about these. I know, but I do hear about these games a lot from other podcasts I listen to. And I don't know and they were always talking about how they were very Sony. It used to be more on the Sony PlayStation consoles than they were on Xbox. But yeah. Either way, my buddy Phil with the nice jacket's making some moves over there in Japan.
Ooh.
With your Yakuza games and shit, and now the Dragon Quest games.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna check this out. I really don't. I've been looking at it. I'm like, it seems like it's for a younger audience. Like in the Final Fantasy seems like it's for more young adults. So, but if you don't like that, guys, Game Pass, Doom Eternal. Download that on your PC. That game's got to look pretty good. And you know me, I want a baby mode for that game. That game's too hard for me.
Okay, Gunny. Okay.
Moving over to Epic Store. Your free game is Cave Story. That's CAVE, Cave Story. And on December 10th, I believe the second free game is Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edit. I might check this out. I think this is like a real RPG, that Pillars of Eternity game. But those are all your free games with your either subscriptions or your Epic Store. That's all I have for the show. You got anything else?
That's all I have.
All right, guys.
I'm looking at there's a news article here talking about you remember the movie Fast and Furious, the first one? You remember how they you've watched that, right, Kenny?
Oh yeah, I've watched them all. I know they're making the last one, or it got delayed.
You remember how in the first movie they all drove up and stole that, like they hijacked that fucking that semi truck or whatever?
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a good that was really
They're
good.
saying that is happening in real life with semi trucks carrying PS5s.
Damn. I wonder if that's how it went down in the UK.
They're saying that people are like driving up next to fucking semi trucks in the highway and like fucking hijacking them, like while it's moving, like they surround the truck and like slow it down, and like some dude jumps on the hood of the fucking car and like opens the back door with like fucking bolt cutters or whatever, and like breaks the lock and opens the door and like fucking tosses PS5s out the back of the truck as the truck is driving down the highway.
Wow.
You
think about it. I mean, because I'm a truck driver, and if you get back up far enough, I mean, if you're behind, like I wouldn't know, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure you would know. There's a car pulling up in front of you, hitting his brakes, Gunny. You would probably be like, "What the fuck? This motherfucker!"
Right, to slow you down. Yeah.
Yeah, this motherfucker's slowing me down for some reason. What the fuck?
That's when I pull out my shoddy. Oh,
Gunny starts shooting people. Apparently, this is happening around the world or whatever, in different parts of the world, where people are realizing what time the PS5 trucks are leaving, and they're hijacking them.
They might have some of that insider knowledge, and once they get out of the port and out on the open road. Apparently,
this is called Lorry Jacking. Christmas.
Oh my! I told you it was happening in the UK. They call trucks lorries out there over there.
Oh, is that what they call them out there?
Yes. Yeah, a truck is called a lorry. know what they call shopping carts? Buggies.
Oh
It's
God.
your buggy.
Oh God. God damn it. Oh man.
Buggies and lorries, mate. I'm going
Buggy.
out for what do they say? Bits and something.
What?
Something in bits.
Oh,
I don't know.
Man. Oh shit. Well, yeah. That's apparently this is happening. Christmas lorry jacking.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, Gunny. That's crazy, dude.
We don't want you out there, Vetterholic. Don't go out there and man, maybe hopefully you
Vaderholic is out there jumping on hoods of cars and stealing fucking PS5s.
Mojo's driving the chase car.
Mojo's driving the car that's slowing down the truck.
What are you guys driving all out there? Mini Coopers? Fusions?
They're all in fucking Mini Coopers. Trying to hijack a fucking semi-truck.
Wait, we don't know where to put them all. We only brought small cars.
They're able to like fit, they able to steal one PS5 because that's the only thing that fits in the car. Is like one of those fucking boxes.
Hey, you forgot the lorry. Where the hell are we gonna put them?
Oh shit! That's hilarious, dude. That's hilarious. That's all I have though for our listeners. We love you guys. We love all of you listeners in the UK and in Australia and in wherever else you're listening from. Africa, Japan, Asia. We love you. We love all of you, right?
Iceland, Greenland.
Even the Russians, Gunny. We love them too. Yeah, we love the Russians. Yeah, they're good guys.
Gaktila.
Fuck the Canadians, though. Fucking Canadians. They're assholes. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, eh?
Like Brandon, eh?
Just kidding. We love everyone. Love all of you, especially the Americans. Americans, fuck yeah, America.
Hell yeah. You got a special place in our hearts, amigos.
America, fuck yeah.
What about the South Americans?
Oh.
The Mexicos.
We're building the wall,
Puerto Ricos. No, Puerto Rico's not there. Never mind. That's ours.
This Americas. Yeah, no, we love people listening in Mexico and South America as well. Love all of you guys. Thank you for listening. We sincerely appreciate everyone listening worldwide. Like, it means a lot. You know?
And happy holidays, everyone.
Yeah, happy holidays. Whatever holiday you celebrate, we don't care. We don't care. We celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, non-Christmas, Festivus, whatever the fuck you celebrate. We don't really care. We love all of you, even if you don't celebrate, right, Gunny? Even if you don't.
That's right. Yeah, you're just here to celebrate gaming. We're with you.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyways, the Mayo couldn't make it, ladies and gentlemen. He is out doing things that Mayos do. I don't know. He's probably
Tractor caravans, remember.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Something out there. We love you, Mayo. You can find him on the Mayo on Discord. And the Mayo 01 on Steam. And the Mayo...
He might be the Mayo on Twitter as well.
Is he the Mayo on Twitter? Is he the Mayo 01 on Twitter?
You know, he's...
Is he the real Mayo, though? There's a lot of Mayos lately, man. Like, I don't know. I think the algorithm...
Yeah, what was that Mayo 99 guy?
Yeah, like, I've been seeing lots of Mayos everywhere. Like, it's really bizarre now. Now that we know
he's
Mayo...
He's just Mayo on Twitter. Just straight up Mayo.
Wow. I'm surprised, like, the mayonnaise company hasn't used that. Like, really? That's his name? That's his @ on Twitter is @Mayo?
I'm gonna put Mayo @Miracle Whip right now. Tweet.
You should tweet at like some mayonnaise company. They'd probably buy that off of him.
Best Foods or something.
Mayo, we're about to make you a lot of money, Mayo. You're gonna have to sell your Twitter handle to some fucking mayonnaise company @Mayo. Yeah. Anyways,
so it's
find him on there. Where can we find you, Gunny?
Go find me on the Xbox as Gunny Chief, gamer tag Gunny Chief, one word, folks. Yeah. And I'm on Steam. I'm on the Steam machines. I don't play much on there besides my City Skylines, but yeah, I'm over on Epic Stores Gunny Chief, and on the PlayStation as HGP _ Gunny.
Cool.
And Twitter, I'm Kane Marston.
Oh.
That's my yeehaw handle name on there. Kain. Kane Marston. Damn it. Where do you find you?
You can find me on everything as Jesus Walks Out, and I really mean like everything. I'm somehow pretty lucky to be able to secure that on everything.
I'm glad PlayStation can let you keep that on there.
They didn't at first, but like I think I ended up tweeting at them and shit, and like I complained about it so much on the podcast that like somehow,
they listen.
Somehow they found out.
Hopefully they send you a new PlayStation 5 too.
Yeah. Hopefully, now I want to start complaining about that. Hopefully they send me a PS5. Yeah, you motherfuckers, assholes.
Send me one too, man.
Yeah, send one to Gunny too. Fucking assholes. Anyway, we love you guys. Peace out, Brussels sprouts and girls. We love you too. We probably love you more than the guys, to be honest, but you know what I mean. We love you. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers Podcast. The how many days till Christmas, Gunny? How many days?
I haven't checked. It's day number. Let's see. There are 7, 14,
4 days.
There's a couple weeks left, right? Don't we have a couple weeks?
We're 24 days till Christmas. What?
Make your Christmas wish.
We love you.
Let's later.
We love you. Bye.
Peace out.
Bye. We're done. We're fucking done. Get the fuck out of here again. Let's go.